There's only one Deontay Wilder.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying there. You were saying that Briggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time.
Absolutely,
but I knew he was touching to taking those punches.
Deep Productions.
Making women's gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's Sunday. Sunday's Crow Day, and damn, the whole panel will be eating crow because of the influence that we had on one another. I didn't want to pick fucking Beltran. I told you guys. I knew it. I let this new guy influence me, and all hell went to shit. But it's all right. We got tons of other stuff to talk about, like $150 million fight purse, and it's not for Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. KSI and Logan Paul raking in $150 million, 50-50 split. Holy shh. We actually have a lot of other, news and notes to touch on. Breazeale, Whyte is on the docket. Does it make it? Does it make it to our top 5 today? Maybe. Pacquiao headed to DAZN. We can even talk about the bizarre Friday night fight where, I don't know, Curtis Harper decided to go for a long walk without a peer. But Billy Joe Saunders and obviously, Demetrius Andrade, the recap. I'm still putting out interviews, Bellew and Issac announcement coming as early as next week, according to Eddie Hearn. Head on over to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice to check out all those great interviews. You know the number to call in if you want to chime in on any of these topics. We have to talk about Pedraza beating Beltran. Beltran only able to keep that title for nothing. Like, he won it and lost it. We're going to talk about Issac Dogboe, his impressive win, and just a couple of other topics. So if you're going to call us in on Skype, remember to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. That's NESTORGIBBS. We got a full panel today, so let's see if we can't shake things up.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Legs of the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dippy. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up!
Yeah. What's up, TBV? I know I've been MIA, but I'm still watching my boxing, so I'm able to kick back with the panel today on these fights. KSI versus Paul Logan. Who would have expected these numbers, right? Shit is crazy. Pedraza,
Logan Paul, baby, Logan Paul.
It's Jake Paul and Logan Paul. I get them mixed up, but it's crazy to me the numbers these guys made. They did better than many boxing matches. So it'll be cool to get into that and where does the rematch go to. And Beltran versus Pedraza. I mean, it was a good scrappy fight. I enjoyed it. And it looks like I never seen this in history, but a guy walked out of the ring. Harper, forget his name. Chris Harper, is that his name?
Curtis Harper, 2.0.
Curtis Harper. Does he still get paid? Does he get sued? Well, we'll go all over the details with the panel. And my man Tyson Fury, just making sure y'all know he real. It's the real deal. We in the field.
And the main thing we cannot forget is I am the
unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Dylan Whyte, Derek Chisora, Big Baby Miller, Joe Joyce. You can all have it, Dominic Breazeale, whoever else is in America too. All of it.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Back again, another podcast. Let's start this off right. Just like B. Paulie said in the super chat. So we're going to start things off right. Hashtag undisputed. Hashtag super chat champ. So, yeah, follow his lead, everybody. There's a lot of trips in the making, I think. Nez is putting in that work. Check out the channel, all the interviews. But, yeah, KSI, Logan Paul. I was in the building. I was in attendance. I was at the fight. Crazy atmosphere, but, you know, I'll tell you more about it as we go. Tyson Fury squashing the rumors maybe that he was maybe thinking of backing out of this fight. Even hit up Dan Raphael that broke this news. Issac Dogboe, he done the business. We'll talk about that. Pedraza, Beltran, plenty of stuff to talk about. So let's move it on to another one of the co-hosts.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, the Mark Anthony Blair. I've been through all the eras, and I still been
How much you talk? You do too much talk. The thing is this.
People want their subjective preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Oh man, it looks like KSI is coming from Anthony Joshua's title for the pay-per-view king, man. These numbers are crazy if they are true, if that's what they're reporting. Pedraza, man, he's setting himself up for a Lomachenko clash. This looks really great. My boy, Issac Dogboe, man, wow. Yo, that guy has showed a lot of skill, and I'm really excited to talk about him. If you haven't seen him, man, this is all I have to feel.
No.
That was his little chant before or after he won. So, but let's go talk.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Windows camp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I'm
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's good, family? We back with another one. Issac Dogboe put the whipping on that boy last night within like the first round. Also, KSI and Logan Paul, big numbers over there like that. And I got a specific rant for you, Curtis Harper. Sorry, but I got to do it.
So your brother's bound and gagged, and they've chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago?
What is up, people? We have KSI Logan Paul. We have Beltran Pedraza. We have Dogboe, first round KO. And as we speak, we have the Canelo and Triple G media / fan workout going on right now. So we have a lot to talk about. Great to be with you guys.
Speaking of Canelo Triple G, can't forget to remind you guys to head on out, get your tickets. Las Vegas, TBV will be in the building. Ness is getting there on the 13th. I'm there on the 13th. I might get there earlier. When are you getting back in town? This guy's going on a world tour and shit. He's like a fucking celeb. When you get in town? The 10th. Oh, yeah. See, I might get there a day earlier or not. I don't know. I think my flight's already booked for the 13th, but definitely 13th through the 16th. Chivas Regal. We in the building. This is what, our third one, or this is the fourth one? What is it? I don't know how to count. I want it to be 4 so it could just be more. But yeah, we're in the building. Live fight chat for pre-fight show, right? We're gonna be doing for Saturday, and then live weigh-in show from the T-Mobile Arena or wherever these guys will be getting naked and weighing in at. We're going to be there, and we're going to have a bunch of live guests in attendance. We're also going to have a bunch of giveaways. I mean, me and Casual were brainstorming on what exactly we're going to do in terms of shirt designs. We're also got a bunch of glove giveaways. I mean, shout out to Daniel, got at least 3 or 4 gloves signed this week alone in Boston for that Patreon only raffle. I haven't updated the page, in terms of the verbiage and language, but you do see it is being updated consistently with plenty of perks. Speaking of, I just dropped the latest Eddie Hearn Patreon only. So if you had your questions in there, be sure to head on over to youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice and check out the latest Patreon only questions with Eddie Hearns. And he goes beyond, above. I mean, you guys really opened them up. So shout out to you. We got the Usyk Bellew question answered. He talked about Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia, Jarrett Hurd, the Charlos. I mean, just really went into depth about signing Mikey. It's looking like, I don't know, he's giving out months when Mikey can possibly be with DAZN. I don't want to tell you everything on the show. Head on over to the YouTube channel. Check that out. While you're there, make sure you hit the share button so that more boxing fans like yourself can check that out. But yeah, September 13th through the 16th, TBV will be in the building. All hosts, even Doomsday with his late face. So check us out. Obviously, today we're here to talk about KSI and Logan Paul, not necessarily breaking the internet, but trending very seriously. And just about everything they dropped became a million viewed video and multi-million viewed video, shall I say. I want to say, after speaking with Eddie Hearn and just trying to figure out if he had any interest at all in these YouTubers with the amount of attention, we know the amount of money they attract. He admired them, applauded them, but doesn't want anything to do with them. But I wonder if that's going to change, not only for him, but all promoters. We're talking about $150 million. Now, Ron, I'm sure you have the details, so fill us in before I go, getting crazy with my theories, because does this have anything to do with because there's reporting 750,000 pay-per-view buys at $10. Now, I was watching it live. I was part of the $10. I paid.
Was it $10?
No, it was 10 American fucking dollars plus 66 cents tax. Okay, so they got me for $11, round up. And this is what I'll say. I seen the stream myself get to 800. So while they're reporting 750, I don't know. But again, remember I told you guys that, that was only counting live watching.
Was there an undercard by any chance?
Yep.
Hell yeah, there was an undercard. And I just want to see the numbers a little more in depth, because this model works. If you're a boxing promoter, you're able to sell pay-per-view to every country, not give it for free in the UK, because it's pay-per-view in the US. This shit was intelligent. $150 million. Listen, there are boxers that will never make $150 million collectively, let alone between two men on one fight with headgear, 6-rounders. This is insane. They need to be applauded. Shout out to Radio Raheem. Motherfucker put it in that work. I mean, I am kicking myself that he thought of that. That was so brilliant. Brilliant. He covered that card top to bottom, and applaud him. Hustling out there. Hustling. I like that. And he did his thing. I mean, I know I'm long-winded, but it's just so much. The outfits. I'm going to just be real. I was feeling Paul Logan's outfit way more. I mean, Logan Paul's outfit way more than KSI's. I feel KSI's, it was really AJ-like, but the Logan Paul.
He looked like AB with that.
That Logan Paul, black and silver.
It's like Bane inspired. Then his brother with the fucking fuck Jake Paul chain looking like Adrian Broner. I'm like, yo, these white boys got crazy swag. Now, I mean, and look, in the weigh-in and in the press conference, they looked crazy and acted crazy. Their one-liners are whack, but their stylist is on point. This outfit was dope, and I was extremely shocked. Logan Paul can fight. Technically, he can fight. He has a better skill set than KSI. He just has no fucking gas tank. All those muscles needed oxygen, and KSI, obviously overworked them. He was overworked and definitely outwhelmed, because it was like he didn't know what to do. All he wanted to do was just like grab at one point Logan Paul. But I was entertained. Listen, I'm one of the guys that say, "Oh, I'm not paying for this pay-per-view. I'm not paying for that pay-per-view." I paid for this. It didn't bother me. But I will say that the undercard was whack. Jake Paul's fight, like he was. I don't want to be long-winded. I guess we'll stick with the main event, and then we'll get to the the undercard later. But I guess Rob, you go next, right? You were there live with your son. How was this atmosphere there?
Bro, honestly, I went there thinking, my kid wants to go, and obviously it needs someone to go with him. But just as it kind of built up, I thought, do you know what? Take it as it is. I'm not going to watch a boxing event. This is just an event, and it's going to be entertaining. And let me tell you, from the minute we walked, we just about got there, and there was like the last round of the first fight, and it was packed. It was like no other event.
You had some amazing seats, because the videos you were posting. So, like, how much were those seats, and how hard was it to get them?
When my kid decided, can we go to the local KSI fight? I was like, yeah, I guess. You sure you don't want to wait till September 22nd? Maybe we can go and watch Joshua Povetkin. And he's like, nah. I want to watch this. I was like, all right. So we jumped on the website, and it was like very, very limited seating available.
Let me pause you right there. I'm sorry. It's just correlating, right? Yesterday, Enrique jumped on and said, my son asked me for money to buy this pay-per-view. I pick up my daughter today, and I get a phone call. We're talking about it. She's like, oh my God, you watched the fight. I wanted to watch the fight, and my mom wouldn't buy it for me. I'm like, I bought it. She was like, how'd you buy it? Where'd you buy it? But this is the thing. They're reaching a 10-year-old. My daughter's going to be 11. They're reaching Enrique's child, 13. Now, my daughter didn't know how to buy it, but she still tried to influence her parents. Obviously, I wasn't there. She would have watched if she was with me, but, she tried to influence her mom. Your son dragged you to the fucking fight. Yeah. I just want to say Eddie is very smart, but on this one, he's dumb. I hope someone sees. I mean, these kids probably won't even sign to anyone at this point. They're doing it alone. 150 million. What do you need Eddie or anybody for?
They're their own promoters. Look at their own channels. Look at their own subscriber counts. But it was insane. Like I say, from the first bout, we kind of had like floor seats. If we'd have been the other end of the row, we would have literally been against the barrier of the walkout. So I'd have got some even better video to put up. But yeah, from the first bout, we got in there just as it was coming to the end of the third round, and the place, there was barely an empty seat, and this was like still 10 fights before the two main guys came out. It was crazy, and there was like just guys walking around. They came out from like ringside area and walked up, and next thing you just heard noise, and I was like, what the fuck? And my kid was like, oh, it's, and just said this name. I said, who's that? He's like, he's a YouTuber. He's got like 3 million followers on. And the kids were grabbing them for photos. They were leaning back, selfies with the camera phones and stuff. And it was insane. And just like, I've taken him before in the past to like WWE here in London, but the noise in that arena, just the enthusiasm and just sheer, like, it's like stardom factor. It was on another level. It was insane. And I sat down, started watching, and there was a woman with her son there, and she said, who are you rooting for? And I said, well, KSI, right? He's the British guy. And she was like, nah, we're team Paul, we're team Logan Paul and Jake. And I was like, all right. She's like 50-year-old woman, right? And I was like, okay. And she said, that KSI needs bringing down a peg or two. He's so sure of himself. And I was like, oh my God, this 50-year-old woman's, she's sold. She's team Paul. She, oh my God, it's crazy. And everywhere, woman behind me was going, come on, Logan, screaming her fucking head off every 3 seconds. Knock him out. And then it was Jake Paul, and the whole crowd saw on the big screens the fuck Jake Paul thing, and it was fuck Jake Paul, fuck Jake. The place was absolutely. Let me
just jump in here, because the chat is expressing themselves how they should be. The voice of the people. You know the number, 14255695241. Skype, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Don't let your fingers bleed. Don't type so much. Call in, man. Let your vocal cords actually speak for you. Let that work. But I am going to express some of these comments for you and you know, share them with our panelists and the audience. Some people are saying that, you know, we're taking an L for discussing this trash live. Others are saying this is sad and you know, look at where boxing has come. I think that this is a great thing if someone or multiple people can capitalize. Last night proves that boxing is far from dead. It's just being promoted wrong. When you can reach a 10-year-old kid, a 13-year-old kid, and a 50-year-old woman all at the same time, you're doing something right.
Let me tell you. I come away, I was like, I'm going there. It is what it is. My son wants to go. I'm not going to watch some elite level boxing, right? If you're going with the mindset that I can't wait to see this boxing match, it was never going to be a proper boxing match. But let me tell you, as I was leaving the arena, I heard children asking their parents, can we go and see another boxing match? One kid I heard say, can I start boxing? Can I learn boxing?
Oh, get out of here, Rob. You're such a liar.
Oh, you really think? All right.
I agree with that.
He's got bionic ears. He heard all these separate boxing.
No, this event definitely garnered a new type.
I'm giving you a hard time, man. I just want to add to that. Doomsday, hold that thought. I know you've been waiting for this. I just want to show some data, right? And again, shout out to Radio fucking Raheem, bro. 7 hours ago, Digi, the brother of what's this cat's name? KSI. The one that lost. This is the loser.
Dazn, yeah.
This is the loser. 7 hours ago, 40,000 viewed video, right? 1 day ago, which is, you know, last night, post-fight in the locker room after the loss, 3,200,000. No fighter in boxing does an interview and gets 3 million views. Not Canelo, not Anthony Joshua. They could only be so lucky. 3 million views on a sit down after getting your ass beat. This guy was outclassed. He has absolutely no skill, does not belong in a fucking ring, let alone calling 3 or 4 other guys out. He needs to be smacked. But he's still more popular than you, trolling in the chat, and every one of your favorite fighters. That shit is crazy. We need to follow suit.
It's not really crazy because if you start to look at the dynamics of how this fight was put together and where it's coming from, you got 2 YouTubers who were garnering a whole different and a lot larger margin of people with the content that they kick out. So their audience was already there. It's not like them two boxing garnered this.
Yeah, what's this guy's name? Bruce what? Who? They had Michael Buffer.
Yeah, and even for the face-off
fighters, let me tell you, there's fighters that are gonna retire, never be a world champion, let alone have Michael Buffer announce them into the ring, bro.
Very quick.
Think about that. Fucking Johnny Nelson did their. Yo, there's fighters that will die and never have a gloves is off, and these 2 cats had a glove off with Johnny Nelson.
Very quick. So we're in our pretty decent seats, and I was like looking around, waiting for the next fight, and I look and I go, holy shit, Shannon Briggs. Fuck man. I was like, I could see him doing the TV bit, and I was like,
go champ, let's go champ.
Yeah, there was just I could hear it a little bit around the arena, like let's go champ. I thought, okay, some know it, but you know, meanwhile, the other 20,997 people were, oh my god, it's fucking whoever that YouTuber is. And I was like, shit, Shannon Briggs. And I was like, oh, Spencer Oliver. Oh, shit. And then Buffer walked down during like the before the co-main, during the fight before that. And I was like, there he is, the legend, Michael Buffer. Holy shit.
But dude, Jack,
man, real quick, man. Real quick. I gotta shit on it, man. The everything, the atmosphere was great. The fights were entertaining. But man, Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, he was.
That ain't it, bro. That ain't it. I don't know what the fuck going on with that, bro. That ain't it.
They needed to cut him out the show, and then they gave him 2 songs, and he came in there.
I know, right? Like 2 songs.
I mean, from the door, as soon as they seen his outfit, they should have said, "No, bro. We're not about to embarrass our telecast." You out there with a fucking goose down trench coat. How cold was it, Rob? Because you were there. Fuck that. I want to know.
T-shirt.
He had on a bubble jacket and it was t-shirt weather.
Straight clown. Straight clown.
I said midway through the first performance, he about to take that shit out, bro.
I knew he was a clown. I knew he was a clown the minute they announced him and started going down the list of songs that he has on the charts, and none of them was a number one, but he still wanted them read off. It was like, yeah, he's got a number 6 on this chart and a number 5 on this chart. I'm like, when the fuck are you gonna say number 1 about this clown? And then he looked like AZ, but sounded UK. I'm like, no way, it's done. No more. But yo, it was still entertaining. I swear I was entertained. And I actually I feel bad that my daughter didn't have, wasn't able to come over yesterday so she could watch it live because she's the one put me on these guys. I ain't even know them. You know what's so
crazy about the whole thing? Twitch had so many illegal streams on. They had about 700, 800,000. Now, seeing the fact that they're probably aware that was happening, they're probably going to work sometime with Twitch if they did a rematch. Imagine if those 700, 800,000 people on the Twitch website didn't have that access. Imagine some of them going.
I'm glad you brought that up because I want to give them credit on not only production. My stream had absolutely no glitches, no freezes, no stops, but also on the distribution, right? They knew because they're millennials. They're from this generation. They know that their video was going to be ripped. When the fight was over, immediately, the entire fight was available on YouTube. Again, boxing could take a fucking page out of this book. They're stupid. These kids have came in here and with 2 events showed them how to do it. Now, yeah, an Eddie Hearn or a Bob Arum be like, look at this guy, thinks he knows the insides out. He doesn't know the numbers, blah, 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 blah. You're right. But you ain't never make a headline that said $150 million for 2 dudes that are fucking 1-0 and 0-0.
And to Rob's point, man, these kids are going to grow up, probably fall in love with boxing. I mean, maybe even be a casual fan of boxing. Maybe their kids might want to box. So the millennials and the way they did it,
went to the Olympics. He ain't making 150 mil or half.
You cannot hate on these kids and like what they did. I mean, what they did is innovative, and promoters can take a big part out of what they did.
Entrepreneurs, my man. Yo, KSI is 25 years old. Shout out to that boy. God.
And now he's set for life. 25 years old, set for life.
He been set for life. He made.
Now his family. Kids.
All you gotta do is freeze some of that. He made $10 million last year. He driving around in a green Lamborghini. I'm sure he's good.
And you keep saying $150 million. It's 150 million pounds. So
it's more money.
Yeah, $192 million.
Oh my
damn.
Getting close to 200 million. So
man, big shout out to Mike, man, for doing his research before the fight and going with fucking Logan Paul, man. Good job, Mike.
What you mean?
He's talking about himself, man. He's talking about that.
That guy
didn't win.
Who the fuck is Mike? And Logan didn't win. He gassed. Like, he looked worse than Dillian Whyte versus Joseph Parker in the last round.
He's gonna kill him in the rematch. Easy work.
Oh, bro, listen. First of all, he ain't gonna even win in the rematch. You know why? Because they're gonna see now. Now they know that this kid is good, and his jab is only gonna be better with stamina. But what he ain't got is a chin. He can't take the punches. He wants to clinch once he gets hit. Was that because of stamina, or was it because he can't take the punches? We'll have to find out in the rematch.
Absolutely.
But I think that KSI just has more dog than him. Regardless, he's got more dog. When one guy wants to hold and the other guy wants to scrap, you're a Chihuahua. He's a pit.
What do y'all think about Jake Paul calling out Chris Brown?
I'm not even gonna think about it until Chris Brown responds. If he has the popularity to make Chris respond, then we're talking. Because Chris was almost in with the Soulja Boy celebrity match. So, I mean, again, you see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. So if Chris responds, I can't wait to bump into Eddie to say, yo, wipe that egg off your face. Because had you locked them in, maybe you'd be promoting the Chris Brown versus fucking Jake Paul fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they're slipping right here. This is free cash.
And the big thing I want to highlight on this is like this is just another step. You can see the direction that where boxing is going. You get the apps, and now you get Facebook. Even though it crashed, we saw the views after it crashed and when it reached, and now you got YouTube. So now you can tell that these boxing promoters, if they do not take advantage of this situation right now, like they're missing out. Like this is going to be what you're going to see more. Don't be surprised you see more YouTube $10, $50 pay-per-view fights.
Listen,
and even though
it worked for me, sorry, Mike, it worked for me when they put Huey Fury, Joseph Parker on pay-per-view. I paid for that as well. Like, I buy boxing.
This was more entertaining than Huey Fury.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that even though the Huey Fury,
I was mad about that $10.
Wasn't entertaining, but they were the one of the first to put boxing on YouTube. So shout out to Huey Fury and Joseph Parker.
And shout out to the bookies that if you're not going to win your bet, at least a majority draw gets you your bet void, eh, Nez?
Big Ness over there got his money back.
Hell yeah, I got my hundo back, baby. Damn, but me and KSI, we was going to the bank. I was trying to get that AJ money, trying to get that flight money, baby. We was almost there. I was scared at first, but he kicked up, man. Them last 4 rounds. That's what I'm saying. He got the dog in him, but
tell you bet on it. You could tell you bet on it because I didn't think you'd get this excited over 2 YouTubers fighting. But once KSI started trying to throw hands and getting in there, yeah, let's go, KSI. I was like, yeah, no,
man, money's gone.
Money's
money, man. When
I'm not even about the money anymore.
Listen,
as soon as KSI start winning, oh shit, I'm back in it.
No, and I told you that before. I said, listen, when you bet a little something, it always makes it a little more exciting. So now we got close to 500 on the kitty for TBV. So we're gonna be betting with Bruce to make it a little more exciting. You know what I mean? See if things can turn up around here. But
if you're watching right now, please smash that thumbs up. It helps with the visibility of the show, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Please.
Yeah. Listen, it's crazy. Life is full circle, right? Like we wrote Pedraza off. I knew it. You guys all influenced me. It was too many people. That's what peer pressure is. And I knew it, bro. I mean, Beltran is Beltran, bro. Hank Lundy was spanking him. Molina. I might be wrong about that. But the point is, yeah, it was Lundy. He eventually knocked Lundy out, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he gets caught up and doesn't let his hands go. I let this guy over here, he's staying at the house. He influenced the shit out of me. Oh, Beltran, money on Beltran. I was even going to parlay Beltran. I was about to spend more money that I didn't have and do a parlay with Beltran and KSI.
What was his quote? What was the quote? Someone lost their house because of you, Dan. What was the exact quote that you said?
I told them bet their house on
Beltran.
Hey, and before
them motherfuckers are homeless now.
Yo, for real.
Someone's homeless because of Dan, man. Oh my goodness.
Look, hey, no, but before we get into the Beltran Pedraza, I want all the listeners and all the viewers to understand we're talking about KSI and Logan Paul for a reason. Let's understand that we're not talking because they're YouTubers. We're talking because of the things that they brought to boxing. We're talking because promoters aren't doing this shit, right? We're talking because HBO doesn't even offer fucking streaming. So what are you doing, Peter Nelson, besides riding a bike in Manhattan? We're talking about this because we love the sport. We want to see the sport grow. So when my guy Rob is ringside and he hears all these little mates out there talking about they want to go to more fights, this is what we're talking about. The sport growing, the love of the sport growing. And that is why we give this attention, because it should have attention. They're doing this shit right and others are not. So,
man, talk your shit, Danny, bro. Talk your shit, man.
Damn.
I like that right there, bro. I like that shit.
I mean, I just feel like that had to be put out there because I'm looking at these comments in the chat, not understanding the big picture. Big picture is, people say, oh, boxing is a dying sport. Far from it. And this is a perfect example. Take things from this event that can help the sport grow. And this is why we are giving it attention, because we should.
I mean, it's not like they done one-on-one basketball. They didn't have anything like that. They chose boxing. Boxing was the MMA is supposed to be really hot. They didn't have a
exactly. No, boxing is dead. I thought exactly that yesterday, Rob. They say boxing is dead. These kids could have chose to do wrestling since Logan Paul has wrestling background. They could have chose to do MMA. They could have chose to do anything, but they
could have chose to fucking play Monopoly. They could have like I said, this is all this should be more. This talk is more really about social media and its powers.
Powerful. These are young entrepreneurs doing things that we thought only big time promoters could do. They packed.
They could have played. They could have played Duck Duck Goose and had 10 million watching, but
they chose boxing, which drives attention to our sport, like he said. But yeah, man, I mean, Pedraza pulled it off. I just can't believe this guy. He did it.
The way he ended that 12th round was one of the most impressive things.
I thought it was the 11th.
No, it went to a decision. It wasn't a stoppage.
Yeah, but the 11 was the turning point. Like that was the one that made him.
Yeah, but I'm saying like how he finished the fight, like with that combo and Beltran didn't like throw anything back. That was nice. I liked how he finished the fight. That's all I was saying.
It was definitely a scrappy fight, right, Ron?
Yeah. I mean, well, you saw Pedraza was moving, he was hitting the jab, and Beltran was not doing any type of head movement. It was funny enough, it wasn't until he actually got dropped you saw Monoroe starting to do head movement. So Pedraza definitely stepped his game up. I think a lot of people wrote him off because he was coming up in weight, and he lost to Gervonta Tank Davis, which we all know Gervonta is very special. But with that being said, shout out to Fresh BX. He did pick Pedraza. I remember. I want to give him props on that. But I think it's just Beltran's older, and at that point, seeing the fact that how long it took him to get this fight, he's 37, and Pedraza showed all these, movement and lateral stuff. Maybe it's time for him to maybe just start to hang it up. He had a good career, but I think this just maybe at the time where he should just start to maybe just think about having a couple fights and just stopping it. What do you guys think?
Who, Pedraza?
Beltran.
No, Beltran.
I'm never gonna say when a guy should go. Sometimes it's more obvious than others, but Beltran's still a fighter. He went the distance with Pedraza, and even though, like you said, he lost to Gervonta, I didn't count him out. He's still a great boxer. We have good days in the office, bad days in the office. He had a bad day, and this fight I actually got to see a lot more boxing in Pedraza. Not that he doesn't box normally, but like a lot of style in this fight because of the pressure, the forward pressure that Beltran. It was typical Beltran really, and Mexican style fighting. Forward fighting. That's all really that Pedraza had to prepare for. You don't get many angles.
Pedraza's jab was on the money. He was killing him with the jab, up and down, stabbing him to the stomach. At one point, he staggered him with a jab to the stomach, bro.
Nah, he was definitely working the jab, using his length. And he boxed on his back foot, throwing that left uppercut right up the middle. That's the one that put him down in the 11th round.
He looked good.
He was looking good. He didn't look tired. And another round, and I think he would have finished Beltran.
Now, question: Do you think Pedraza was able to actually show that he had power, or do you think Beltran showed a little wear and tear? Because they said 6 out of 7 last fights because of all this scar tissue. He was cut early in the round. So, do you think this was something that it was because of Beltran, or you think Pedraza was actually bringing that power up in that weight?
Well, Ron, it could be a combination of both. I don't know how many times Beltran's been cut there, but if enough scar tissue does build up, you get hit there, and it's like my man Ness says to he calls a paper mache face. What fighter? The Golden.
He's talking about Linares.
Linares, he calls him paper mache face, but it depends. But he did look strong. He knocked him down when he connected real solid. So. He could be bringing up some power with him with this new weight.
And with Pedraza, seeing that you brought up Linares, do you think obviously they're going to try to set up the Lomachenko fight? Do you think this is going to be like a Lomachenko-Linares kind of fight with Pedraza now being in the mix?
Pedraza isn't going to shock us twice. You could bet that. Beltran's no Lomachenko.
Yeah, you know what? Pedraza, if I take him back to the Gervonta Davis fight, he had trouble with speed. Gervonta was quicker, and Gervonta has speed and power. So I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with that type of speed. You could try to prepare for it, but like my man Ness said, Loma's just another guy. So you got to have a real good game plan to fight a fighter like that. He's just good in a lot of ways. So
you've got to think that Beltran was hoping to get through this one, get that big Loma fight, and then look at calling it a day. Because
he's definitely a warrior, man.
I think isn't he? Someone say last week he's really close to getting his like residency or his rights to live in America or whatever. So you'd like to think he was probably going to try and get that Loma fight, take whatever money was there, and enjoy life in America with a nice life. But
you think he was probably underestimating Pedraza, seeing the fact that this Pedraza was actually a replacement in this fight?
I don't know about maybe overlooking him or anything like that, but at 37, I don't think you can maybe overlook too many opponents. I don't know, like Doomy said, some days you have good days or bad days, but I think the later in your career, it's you can't get away with a bad day. It's too late to rebuild, and it's going to be close to the end, I think, for Beltran as far as his career, boxing career. What else is really out there? I don't know.
What's the age difference on these two guys? Anybody know off the top?
Come on, bro. Beltran was like 37, man.
37. Pedraza is what, like 25?
Beltran, listen, again, as I grow with this sport, I get more mature, and I respect a guy like Beltran. At the end of the day, none of us could go to sleep or tell our grandkids that we were a world champion. So he did that. But I'm recommending retirement too at this point, because he can't beat any of the top guys. If you can't beat Pedraza, not that Pedraza's a bum, he only lost one time, but I'm just saying, if you can't beat Pedraza, who isn't the biggest puncher, that was a pretty even fight. Even the bookies had it even. So like,
I mean, he could stay as a gatekeeper, man. I mean, I still see him as a problem.
He's gonna be fighting guys like Shakur Stevens.
Hey, if he still feels good, his body, he can still earn a living, provide for his family if he feels healthy, Like I said, it just depends on how he feels. He's been in wars, so maybe the reference to him retiring ain't coming from an empty place, but it's up to him. I never really say, hey, it's time for him to go. I mean, look at Roy Jones Jr. He said that about Kovalev just the other day when he fought. And I didn't see it that way either, so I'm not going to sit here and say it's over for the guy. The guy's a tough, real crude guy in the ring, and he could present a lot of problems to a lot of guys still.
I guess, it is what it is.
We also had
Fury debunking.
We also got Issac Dogboe.
Yeah, Dogboe, boy. He put on a motherfucking performance.
Dog shit at us.
I mean, that little motherfucker. Hey, bro. I don't know what's up with that WBSS tournament and why Bob Arum won't let his fighters in, but he kind of gonna control like the undisputed for 122 and 140. But Dogboe may be a problem for anybody coming out of that tournament. The guy got power, he got movement. That uppercut was vicious. His body shots were nice.
Who he fought?
Otake.
Exactly.
And the guy who he just beat from a top rank his last fight. What's the guy's name?
Magdaleno. For the title?
That's a real fight I give him credit for, which I heard they're gonna do the rematch, so we'll see.
And he came back from a knockdown to get it back from Magdaleno. So shout out to him.
I'm really big on Dogboe, Mike. I really like his style. He digs really hard when he punches to the body. He has some good skills, man. I'm a big fan right now.
And Tank Davis tweeted, he stole that move from me, the knockout. He said he's stolen that move from me, or he's taken that. And someone put, what? You invented a left hook.
Yeah, his left hook is pretty nice, real tight.
Yeah, no, I was like replying to Tank, like, hang on, what? You invented a left hook? Okay.
I think Tank tweeted that jokingly because going into the fight, he on numerous occasions he wished Pedraza good luck and said that he was a fan of Pedraza and he wished him nothing but the best. So he might have said it jokingly, but I know that tweet about him stealing that punch from him was getting a lot of negative attention, and I'm like, all right, well, he also wished him well, so it can't be all bad.
Yeah. I mean, watching Dogboe, I think a lot of us, even though based off his opponent, I think we did the eye test and we saw many things, his combinations, like Jimmy said, dig into the body, his movement, his control. When he hit him and he got the standing 8 count, you can actually see his reflexes. He paused. He was very patient. So all the things he was doing, even though the opponent wasn't at the highest caliber, he hasn't lost since 2014 to Scott Quigg. And I don't think Scott Quigg stopped him. And from that point, he's undefeated. He competed in the Olympics. Many people thought he was in a controversial loss in the Olympics. So if he does do this rematch and he sparks him out, way better. Look, put me on the the newsletter, hype train, all that, because this is a hardcore fantasy matchup. If he just, let's say like he destroys this division, he gets all the belts or he fights all the best people, and the winner of the WBSSS tournament, let's say a Nui or someone like that, could you imagine if someone moves up and Dogboe really is the guy that we think and fights someone moving up from that tournament? I mean, I think that this could be a really big, small clash of fighters in the smaller division, just like Nonito Donaires and the Rigondeaux. I think this is just that turning, that new age of the fighters in the smaller weight division. So I'm totally into Dogboe. I think this is a really talented fight. I'm excited to see what he does next. So, and just like his chant, No, Hey, he was saying that, man. I was getting hyped.
But yeah, no, I really like him. He's entertaining to watch. Obviously, the Magdalena fight, that was, he was down and then he got back. It was a good scrap. And, like Nez said, I've seen things that the rematch is looking like it could be in play with Magdalena. So look forward to another repeat of that. That was good.
And I hope they put him as like either a main event or co-main event, because no disrespect, like I like Michaela Mayer. I thought her fight against Kiss was great, but seeing the fact that he was a champion, I feel like based off that performance he did, and if he does have to do the rematch, they should make sure that if they want to build this guy like a star, move him up a little bit more in the prime time. And, and also shout out to Michaela Mayer. She did really great as well in her fight. They put her as the co-main event. So that was a big staple for women boxing to have her on prime time ESPN television as a co-main event.
Shout out to Michaela. I didn't catch
And
the
if you-
fight. Now I gotta go watch it now.
Yeah.
Well,
And
man,
if you don't know who
shout out-
she,
All right, let's get. Oh, my bad.
I often say big shout out to Tyson Fury for coming out and debunking all that bullshit that was floating around.
I was about to get into. Yeah, I mean, he added BT Sports Showtime and Bronze Bomber, and he personally went out and kind of debated with Dan Rayfield, just sent him a message.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much like shut him up because Dan was like, I talked to somebody in your management team. Tyson Fury came back and said, who? And I don't know if he DM'd them or what, but nothing else after that.
But yeah, he basically said it's on. Don't believe what you're hearing, and it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Nah, it ain't. Yeah, right. It's on like Donkey Kong. Ain't no mysteries. Ain't no lies. Ain't no nothing under the rug, behind the corner, around the corner. This is real deal. Chant talk. All right. I'ma fight you. I mean it. I mean what I say. I say what I mean. Cut it out.
He ain't pulling out. Not on his watch. That's what the haters want. The haters want that, but
ain't nobody pulling out like my man FA opponent pulled out.
It's too late. It's too late because you know what? What's out there? What's out there is an interview with myself and Eddie, where Eddie says if they do $1 million, they're the A side. Winner of that fight is the A side. So there's a lot of quotes out there that could be damning.
Well, we really know Tyson Fury isn't pulling out. He just announced his 5th kid. Like, goddamn. So we know he's really not pulling out.
Got the little tribe.
Yo, shout out to Danny with the rapper-like punchline there. I mean, a metaphor and shit.
is he on vacation right now? Where's he at? Alabama, UK?
Baby. I'm telling fucking UK Rob, call your boy, and that's gonna be out there tonight. With me and
I don't actually think he was in Alabama, bro, because in pictures, like in the background, the scenery, no diss to Alabama at all.
Damn,
No
you went
diss.
CIA on
I
the
ain't dissing Alabama at all, bro. But that damn scenery and the background, like the pictures that he posted and the videos he posted, I don't know.
Get the
Maybe
strap.
so.
Hold on. He said that he's going to do his training camp September 1st. So they supposed to do a press conference. So something has to be in the U.S.
Listen, I just text Wilder. You know I ain't playing no fucking games, yo. I say, yo, is Fury really over there? Let me know what's the deal. Should I be there? Because, you know, I'm trying to be there.
Yo, I know I'm totally off topic, yo, but R.I.P. Kanan, baby. R.I.P. Kanan.
Kanan. Oh, he died finally?
Although we go.
They killed 50 finally? Killed himself. That shit fake. It's fake. It's fake. If he killed himself, it's fake.
Nah, you gotta watch it. I watched it early. You gotta watch
fake.
it.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it early, bro. Because social media was spoiled for you.
You have to do overtime if y'all want to go this route. Come on.
We definitely should.
I'm wailing right now. Street.
That's Doomy, man. He brought it up, bro.
I had to, man.
You can't bring that up and I can't comment on it. Come on now.
I said, fuck it. Get the strap.
They got a song called "Get the Strap" now.
Rob's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Speaking of what the fuck is going on, let's speak about FA's opponent, Curtis Harper, walking out the ring later to claim that he wasn't being paid enough and he was making a statement. So, I mean, I guess before you guys give your criticism of it, let me know how you feel about the statement. Like, do you think that B-Sides would, I don't know, maybe start getting paid better so that this doesn't happen on national programming?
Please, can I go? Please, can I go? Man, Curtis Harper, you talking about you was being disrespected about the amount of money you were getting paid. You went to the ring and you really respected the fans that were there. They were there to watch a boxing show, a boxing match, a boxing card, and you pulled out and you went to the back and you really cowered. Now look here, Malik Scott was fighting Luis Ortiz and Monaco on the card, and he danced around the ring and did not throw a punch, and he has not had a fight since. Do you really think pulling out of the ring and walking off you're gonna get a fight and more money? Or Chad Johnson?
I mean, I can give you one fact. I know Oliver McCall against the Lex Lewis fight, he randomly just stopped and walked around, and he got a whole bunch of fights after. But I get your point. I don't think this was very bizarre and strange. There was a moment when I saw him turn. Okay, like he was doing stuff at first where he was like doing the suck it sign and stuff, and I'm like, all right, this guy's really weird right now. And then he started turning a couple times. I'm just thinking like, oh, he looks like he's about to get out the ring. Oh, he's really getting out the ring. This dude really just got out and did some South Park like.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Like he just decided to just leave. He just left. Like, I'm out of here, dude. And I don't know if he was scared or look. Another fact: Mike Tyson, when he fought Michael Spinks was in the back, and there was a rumor that Mike Tyson was punching holes in the wall. He was like, "Look, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to go out." And eventually, it went out. And fighters have quit in the back. So if it was something that he was scared, he doesn't want to do it, then just do it in the back. But if you come out, just like Michael Spinks did, just get slaughtered, get paid, and move on. Because I don't think he's going to be able to have another fight at the way he did it. He didn't fight like Oliver McCall. He didn't attempt. He didn't even take a ghost punch. Like some people would just say, oh, this is rigged. He just walked out the first
Muhammad
second.
Ali ghost punch.
Yeah.
Really,
So,
let me tell you, why y'all mad at my man? He left the oven on. He had to go turn it off.
Even that walk of shame, he did. His corner must have just stayed where they were because he was just all alone. There was no one following him. Like, shit, what you doing? He was just gone. That was
now to many people out there who might be asking the question, like, does this guy get sued? Does he get paid? What really goes down here? Is it considered a breach of contract, or did he really enter the fight and he got disqualified? What's going on? All I know is that he definitely stained his name. I'm pretty sure promoters are not going to want to work with him, and I still to this point don't really know the reason to why he did this. I've heard rumor that it was because he wasn't getting paid enough.
Well, someone said that.
I mean, he told Jordan Hardy at the end he was being disrespected by the amount of money he was getting paid, so he let it be known. But to like bring it full circle, man. Like you can't do that shit, bro. Like
and not for that. My bad, Mike.
Go ahead.
I saw like I'm gonna be honest, I never saw the guy fight. You know, this is a new guy. I had never really heard of him. I didn't know too much about him.
Casual 2.0. He fought Areola a couple of years ago. Casual 2.0.
Shit. I haven't seen Areola. Last time I saw Areola fight somebody was Deontay Wilder. But I definitely thought that, you know, I'm like, damn, all right, F is going up against a guy who's kind of, you know, stout, wide, you know what I mean? This guy's going to be able to bring at least a little bit of pain to this guy. But when he just walked out, it was just like, what the fuck? I couldn't like grip it at the beginning. Like for an instant, I thought it was a joke or something. Like something was going on. Like a lot of people thought it was bizarre.
Now the thing I was saying is, do you think that this walkout has benefited FA way more than the fact of him actually knocking him out? Because now there's this boogeyman clout where people was like, yo, that dude didn't want to fight. He left. Bro, maybe against world record, the first fight won by no punches thrown, you know?
He jumped from 2,000 followers on Friday, and now he had like 11.5 today.
Definitely got his clout up on that one.
I mean, come on.
That's not
3 million views on the Instagram or just about on the PBC Instagram.
It's on Twitter. It's on World Star. It's on all like the video sites. Go ahead, Rob.
No, for me, that's not on FA that he suddenly jumped from 2,000 to 11,000 because he's this boogeyman. It was just he was the other guy in the corner of this like bizarre thing that happened, and I don't
know. I think it's strange that a guy that just was in the other side receives a fucking 9,000 bump. Man, I'm thinking they bought them shits,
bro. It's FA, the Nigerian Nightmare.
Nothing happened.
But his nickname is the Nigerian Nightmare, and a guy just walked out of the fucking ring.
So 9,000 people say, "Oh, let me follow him because it's."
Bro, you know how it ties in together. Know. It ties in together. All the social media platforms. You watched it on one, you saw it on the other. Everybody got wind of this shit.
Thank you.
I don't think that was bought. Everyone saw that. Even the MMA world, all their everyone saw it.
All right, Rob.
BBC News picked it up.
Give me the logical reason that because they seen his opponent walk out, they said, "Up 9,000 of us. Let's just follow this other guy."
Well, it was because the narrative they built. The narrative built this guy, and then people was like, "Okay, well, why did he walk out? Is this? Let me go look up the opponent." And then they see these.
And I'm fucking box. I work in box. I ain't follow his ass. Don't even know how to find him.
But think about something went viral. Okay, many things go viral. That wasn't really a crazy bump to go up like 10,000 when you have an international viral fighter, which he has highlights of knocking people out in the first round. So some people who are casual were just like, yo, I like that. MMA fans, maybe who not watch boxing, but like see this as something where they can go, okay, I'll follow that guy. That was entertaining. Weird, but entertaining.
Head movement! Head movement! Head movement!
Listen, you guys are talking about viral because on Instagram, the clip did 3 million. What's it got on YouTube?
No, my whole Facebook feed was people.
YouTube had like 444,000.
Exactly.
World Star had 200,000.
Meanwhile, Jake and Logan and fucking KSI did over 100 million views, and people talking shit to us for talking about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this guy.
What the people? I mean, like,
nothing. All he did was come out and look at the camera.
Yeah, he came out there with that stone cold kill in his face.
Thank you, bro. You better get out the ring and go home, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, you saw. Did you guys see the look on his face right before he walked away when they were like right in the middle of the two referees?
Both of your faces when they sold the two of you fucking fried ice cream. Like you guys.
Oh my god, fried ice cream.
Okay, hold on, fried ice cream. What exactly did they sell to us?
Look,
I'm just saying, you guys fought nobody. Curtis Harper would have been the biggest fight in his life.
And so you hating he got some clout off of somebody?
That's the whole point. He didn't fight the guy.
Come on,
That's the point.
You know he was
the guy get out the ring and didn't even touch him.
Why you get so lively over a fucking non-event? Just calm down.
I'm not like getting like that, but I'm just saying like you can't say like those viewers were, those followers were bought, man. Like people saw it, it went viral. Out of 3 million views, 9,000 people made it follow him. That's not a viewer,
bro.
percentage.
9,000 did not follow him. Bro, PBC seen an opportunity and they bought them followers, man.
Nah,
right.
chill, champ. Chill, champ. Chill.
9,000 people did not follow this cat because he didn't throw a punch, man.
Telling you,
9,000 is
had
really
that
not.
Undertaker.
Bruh, I've seen it on ABC News, bro. Like, come on. ABC News picked the shit up.
Ron, why you acting like 9,000 isn't a lot? You want to go down the list of other PBC fucking prospects?
No, I'm saying I was about to say it's not a lot for something that goes viral. That was like a weird phenomenon, viral thing, not just an average boxer knocking someone out or a great boxer.
When's the last time you saw somebody walk out the ring? When was the last time?
Oliver McCall cried in the ring before he walked out, man.
I don't care about
We're talking
him
about
walking
millennials.
out. I'm talking
when
about
has
walking
millennials
out.
seen that? When, millennials probably like Jamal Charlo was on the telecast. Like, bro, what is going on? I never seen that before in my life. What the Virgil Hunter? Like, what the hell? I can't remember that since Oliver McCall.
And
Like,
check it.
man?
And you cannot be saying that FA ain't had a real, even though he ain't throw a punch. You cannot say that he ain't come through with some intimidation.
Yo, he about to give an analysis on the guy who didn't throw a punch.
Because he came in through intimidating. Now, for whatever reasons Curtis Harper had in truth.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas on the Boxing Voice. They just
what I do know is that F has been knocking guys out. So he had that aura behind him.
Guys, he's been knocking guys out. Exactly. Nobody
giving him the real food right
Nobody you know. Who the fuck is FA for?
Ain't nobody giving him some real food right now, man. He baby stepping right now. They bringing him up like they do.
Baby,
you already know. You already know how they bring up the investments.
The referee.
But can we get on to like the rest of the card?
Fuck this! Shut up, everyone.
Talk about Rob. There we go.
Yeah, he wearing Randy Savage on.
Oh, they invested on him 9,000.
You know what I mean? It ain't even fucking worth it. But back to Ron's original question. I think it would have been better for FA to actually have a fight. It would have been better than this supposedly building the narrative of a boogeyman.
It would not have been better because 3 million people.
Into fucking erupting, bro.
That's right.
Let me get it out. You always say, like, we always say it, a lot of these Americans are not active enough. So for me, if he would have knocked him out in the first round, that's a better look than the guy just getting up and walking out. Maybe they touched gloves when the ref gave instructions and he felt the power and was like, fuck this, I'm out. But I think actually knocking the guy out in the first round, like he has been doing, would have carried on a better narrative. I think that builds the boogeyman thing. Just like, I don't know, like was it set around Ortiz, but you know, he's just.
So FA is training with Shields.
Yeah,
running Shields. But Rob, to your point, that would not work because it's PBC FS1 on a Friday night. The casual fans probably not watching it. So with that, whatever happened going viral, him knocking a guy out in the first round probably went as viral as that thing that happened Friday night. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's not on. I just don't think that's on FA. The guy made a decision to walk out the ring. He's the thing that went viral. I don't think it's on FA. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
for every action, there is an opposite or equal reaction.
Just Mike. Calling him by his first name. Everybody over
For
here.
every action, there is an opposite or equal reaction. That's all I'm saying.
No.
If something happens with him, something got to happen with FA.
Family, why are we using his first name as if it's his last name?
Because it sounds like he the jefe for doing
Thank
this.
you. The boss man.
You guys are crazy, man. Like, this is how you're trying to build this guy up. Oh, you got to watch Hefe, and it's not even
he got an 88-inch bro.
All right, guys, I got breaking news. Sorry to burst your bubble nest. Tyson Fury is not in Alabama. He is, in fact, in the Netherlands.
What did I say? That goddamn background scenery looked too motherfucking nice, man. I'm from the South, baby.
Why is he in a location in his fucking Instagram? Birmingham, Alabama, Holland.
I did some Instagram stalking. His wife was shopping at a store that the state of Alabama does not have.
Get him!
They went to a restaurant, so I looked up the menu, and sure enough, it's in the Netherlands. So,
Hey, I mean, that's the type of research analysis we need on a team. We was about to take a 15-hour trip, you know. Well, no.
Hey, we can still.
Whoa. I'm a little scared. I added Danny on Instagram today, but I'm deleting that fucker. He's gonna.
My man's a PI.
Any shit.
Now, so FA's last name, Jeffrey, help us here.
E for Jagba.
FA a Jagba.
I'm not saying that shit, bro.
You got it.
It's
almost like Jaguar. It's almost like Jaguar. Jagba.
It could be Jack Rabbit.
Bro,
his
his name rhyme with Jefe. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, El Jefe.
Start using his last name so that people understand who we're talking about. But whatever, you guys don't want to make him popular, all good.
There's only 6 of us, and there's 9,000 that are calling him the Boogeyman now. So let's call him the Boogeyman.
Whatever. I thought that was Luis Ortiz's title.
They gotta fight for the they gotta fight for that name now.
Fickle. You guys are fickle boxing fans. All of a sudden, he's the boogeyman now. No, he's the nightmare.
I don't think anyone said the boogeyman. It was a question though.
But another weird thing that happened on that card, Caleb Truax was not televised, but he's an ex-world champion that just had 2 fights with James DeGale. I'm kind of puzzled why we didn't see him.
Oh, sorry, I was just deleting my Tyson Fury.
It was an off-TV fight, bro. It was like not the caliber, probably.
I mean, he's from Minnesota, though. I mean, that would probably make it a bigger headline if he's in the headline, you know?
So,
they definitely promoted him. I know that.
So his fight was actually streamed on FS2, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go.
On the Fox Sports app. And fun fact, that card Friday was supposed to be headlined by Caleb Plant and Uskatagi, but because of their injury,
my man, why?
When I saw, I think it was shit who tweeted it, but Uskatagi is going to be on a card pretty soon. I can't remember the card now. I'll quickly double check it.
So what's his name? Jaguar, is he the shit then? So you guys think he's the next big thing? Jaguar is
a Jaguar, a Jaguar.
I'm going on record. You're gonna see this man do big things, bro. He gonna be a champ. Be a champ. All right, I be calling it, man.
I ain't gonna say all that, bro. Nah, shit. He got to be Wilder or fucking Joshua to be a champ.
He gonna beat a lot of motherfuckers, bro.
Give him time, man. You just said Wilder and Joshua after how many years it took them to get there.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna be good.
But hold on. Ronnie Shields and Richard Schaefer said they see him being a champ by the end of 2019. That's what they said on record.
Yo, for all you haters in the chat, like, oh Nez, you don't know Hefe, you don't know Hefe, oh Nez. I just text your favorite fighter's trainer,
Ronnie.
Like, yo,
when is Rob McCracken?
When is this little guy in the gym?
He big as sad. You go.
When is little man in the gym? I'm gonna come through.
I thought you text Rob McCracken.
Man, that's my life.
That's that on the road.
All right, what else we got? So that was actually last topic, and we can touch on some other headline. Ooh, next week. Let me see.
Jamal.
What's the next text gonna be, guys? What you think I'm gonna type right now? And
what time is the press conference?
Question mark. Boom.
Back to England.
Red. He's got read text. Red. Let's see what see what he says. Where's my drum roll?
I think Ness need to see Hefe live in action to really respect and
me too, man. Me too.
Hot in Texas. I don't know if I want to go that way. And
there's only one Deontay Wilder.
That's fucking
Jamal Charlo may be there.
Knock out what you can't hit, bum.
I got the 3 little bubbles, guys. What's coming?
Oh shit! Got the bubbles. Got the bubbles.
My man,
you can probably have go.
You know, my man Hefe had a tough fight. He might be
going. He breakdancing. Oh shit!
Awesome. So who want FA footage? Because my man already gave me the 4-letter word. What's the 4-letter word?
Maybe the
man. Nah, 4-letter word.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ah, come on. Who says sure, bro?
That's 4 letters.
Easy as pie, baby. You know what I'm saying? So other guys ain't got it like that, man. Doors is like open.
You know what it is, Nez? It's all these people, they're seeing us keep jumping up thousands of subscribers every couple of days, all these views coming in, all these people seeing you've now swiped IFL's prized asset away from them, like that guy said.
That was funny what that dude said.
You're putting in that work and they know it. So, yeah, keep going, man.
Oh, yeah. Willie Monoroe fought on that card, too, and really beat the shit out of guy.
That dude, huh?
He beat shit out of like 10 rounds. Like, really,
so what's up with this Breazeale Whyte talk that I was hearing about?
Ooh, Breazeale came back out with some bullshit. That's
good.
know what I'm saying?
But I mean, he had a chance last year to fight Whyte, and he didn't want to take it.
He just needs to fight. I don't think he's whatever money, you know.
He been out for a long time too.
He's been in the
Like,
gym.
Whyte,
He's
I
been
don't
in the
care.
gym.
Whyte been in the ring, whooping ass. He don't want.
Does FA speak English? Did they give him a post fight?
I mean, every time I like hit him on IG, it always say red, but it doesn't like respond. So I don't know if he speak English or like not.
So they ain't post fight him. Gordon Hardy, come on, guys. You gonna see this and the motherfucker don't speak English? Come on.
He didn't even have a fight.
Yeah, he don't speak English.
He don't speak English.
Shit.
My fault, bro.
Nah, he don't speak fluently, but like you know,
just text him.
Just say, just reply, say, not sure.
All right, look at man. We need this guy on the show. He like, hold on, don't tell. Let me look it up first. So he about to see if he see any interviews out there on the net. My man speaking English, because I mean, damn, we ain't going all the way to hot as it's hot in Texas right now.
He speak English, man, but he don't. I mean, he ain't.
Wait, Ronnie is it where at? Where's Ronnie at?
Houston.
Damn, that's far from Dallas, right? I got a
Yeah.
little bitty in Dallas, B.
Like 6 hours from Dallas.
6 hours. That's a flight. I can't even do it.
That's a lie.
What? Oh, that's a lie?
It ain't 6 hours?
Hell no. I'm flying into Dallas on the 6th. I'm driving to Houston to Ronnie. I already got it booked.
Oh, look, I might not even go. We could send the protege right here, the young lion.
That Danny, he was just making a phone call to FA's English teacher from primary school, and
we're actually on Amazon ordering them Rosetta Stone. By the time we get there, FA gonna know English.
Yeah, and
it's been 10 years. Canelo still can't learn English, so I don't know.
That's true. Listen, let's open up these phone lines before we run a little late or over. Did we touch on everything before we?
Real quick, Jamal James won. He got his knockout.
Shot too. Yo, I used to be high on James, but he let me down because I didn't think. Like I respect Ugas turning his career around and getting that win, but I thought James with the height and reach would beat Ugas, and he looks vulnerable, man. James does, you know, he doesn't take pressure well, and he doesn't have good power. I don't know if he's struggling to make that 47. Like he beat somebody that we never heard of, so it's like big deal. You know what I'm saying? Can he beat a Thurman? No. Is he gonna beat a Vargas? I don't know. Can he beat a Delorme? Like, give him a Delorme. What's his biggest win? Diego Chaves? Like, it's time to check this kid out. I mean, I know probably they're digressing him because of the loss to Ugas, but I mean, you know.
Delorme's already booked up, right?
Yeah, he is. But that's what I mean. That's a barometer, though. Can he beat someone of that caliber?
I didn't see that fight, actually. Pass.
And there was another fight on the undercard with Rosario. Knocked the guy out of the ring for a little bit. It was Jamonte Clark. It was weird. He got knocked out, walked around the ring, came in all casual, and continued fighting.
Oh, and shout out Michaela Mayer. Picked up a good win. She looked pretty good. See that? Michaela Mayer's fight?
Yeah. She got the co-main spot, man. She's definitely the top lady at top rank, just like Katie Taylor over at like Matchrooms. They're definitely going to try to move her as the female spokesman.
And shout out to Eddie to trying to get Pac-Man to the zone.
Houston, we have a problem. FA speak English. He did
fluent?
He did a fucking sit down with Dante's Boxing Nation. He speaks fluent English.
How fluent?
Like, I mean, fluent to do a sit down with Dante's Boxing Nation.
He speak fluent. He just got a little accent, man.
Okay, he could have an accent. You have one too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't nothing.
I don't know, man. You told us to bet your house on Beltran, man. I don't know.
I know.
Would have been homeless, huh?
Yeah, Nez, do you want to touch on some of the stuff you got from Eddie, like the design, Pac-Man, and
I was going somewhere else. I forgot what I was gonna ask or talk about. But
something we haven't talked about that we missed yesterday. Kovalev is exercising his rematch clause to fight later Alvarez.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kick it off. In my eyes, I thought he was winning on the cards before the last round where he got battered. But what do you guys think? Good move for Kovalev to exercise that rematch, try to get his titles back. Is it too late?
I mean why not?
It's a good move because he knows he's not getting anything He's not getting anything bigger, and his rebuilding, like those fights, they're not going to be televised. Like HBO isn't buying him in a tune-up. You know what I mean? Those days are over. So I think it was like either go off TV, make no money, and get those tune-ups, and hope that you could get that rematch later. That Elderly Alvarez doesn't get involved in some other shit on Showtime, or exercise it right now. I think, you know, and lock him in, because you don't exercise it now, and Heyman starts offering him shit, or Eddie starts offering him shit, or Top Rank start offering him. You know what I mean? You don't want that. You don't want that, because yeah, you still got your rematch out there, but now all of a sudden it could be a new champion.
Yeah, because you know, it's going to be Bivol and stuff thrown in the mix all of a sudden, wasn't it? And then I think Kovalev's kind of got to take this, whether he particularly wants to or not. Otherwise, you know, like you say, off TV and the money dropping and things like that. So he's got to go for this, I think.
Yeah, and then another thing I saw on Twitter not too long ago, Mauricio Suleiman tweeted out, the WBC boxing has received missed test report, VADA testing as Adrian Broner is located in Florida and didn't update his whereabouts for him. So before everyone goes on us, this is not an accusation. It's just a tweet that he put out saying, "Where are you? We didn't get an update." That's what he's claiming.
Yeah, I think the VADA just not long before we came on, they put out, calling all fighters, make sure you post your whereabouts, you know, and then hashtag clean boxing program and stuff. So just as much, you know, you can't miss these tests, you know, always going to be a cloud over you if you miss a test. So let them know where you are.
All right. Let's open up these phone lines. You know the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Skype callers, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. And that's NESTORGIBBS. Let's go out to the sponsors and get this thing going.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Michael, talk to me in the UK.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All good, all good.
You know what? Like, first off, yeah, the KSI Logan Paul thing, I didn't watch it. I was curious because I heard about the build-up and I heard about the weigh-in. So I went online, I checked it on YouTube. You were saying it's $7.99, so I thought, fuck that, I'm not paying for that shit. But like, I heard that it was very entertaining, it was very good. But you know, looking at the bigger picture, how it reflects boxing, everything, I just think it shows that, you know, promoters has got a key part in how to you know, manage the boxers to get to a level of where the support will be more. Do you know what I mean? So I think it comes down to promoters having to promote their stars more, and it has to be the boxers as well. The boxers have to say, look, I want to become a big star. I want to, you know, put me on YouTube, put me on, you know, all these social media platforms so I can grow my base. So then if he gets if I don't know, let's say Mikey Garcia, if he grows his base in YouTube and he gets like 1 million, if like a quarter of those will pay pay-per-view, then he could make a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? And I think it comes down to a lot of these boxers wanting to do that. You know, a lot of these boxers, especially some of these American fighters, and obviously the UK fighters as well, but they have a fight and you don't hear from them again for 6 months or 7 months. Do you know what I mean? Then next thing they pop up again. Oh, I've got a fight now, and then they fight again. You don't hear from them again. I think they need to be constantly in the media. Like even Floyd Mayweather, for example, he's in the media. He's retired. They still talk about him, but he's retired now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, his beef with 50 Cent gets more views than other boxers who are active. So that's the bigger picture. I think that's one thing that they need to learn a little bit more. Getting themselves out, getting themselves in the, you know, more in the media, get themselves promoted a little bit more, so they can get the kind of thing what KSI is. Because right now, technically, KSI is the biggest boxer in the sport right now, which is funny when you think about it, you know. But that's something about that. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say about that. Second thing, Pedraza winning. facing Lomachenko. I don't think Top Rank is happy about that at all. I think they'll bet banking on Beltran winning. But now Pedraza's going to win. I don't think they're happy about it. I wouldn't be surprised if this fight don't happen. I don't know. Well, we have to, if anything else happens, then I'm not surprised. I'm not looking forward to Lomachenko. He's going to beat Pedraza. The first time I saw him proper was against Gervonta Davis, and Judge Fate destroyed him, just annihilated him. So I don't know what Lomachenko's going to do to this dude. Anything else in Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury. He's definitely not going to pull out. He's getting a fifth child on the way. He's got mouths to feed.
That is true. Let's go out to Troy in Baltimore. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Big up yourself. Listen, since you all brought up Lomachenko, right? You always hear about, my homeboy here in Baltimore, Tank, fighting Lomachenko, but why not Tevin? Because, the Tevin Farmer, because people always say Lomachenko is so technical. I think he'll have hell with Tevin Farmer with all that movement and his sidestepping, and he's able to stand in front of you just like Pernell did, and you can't land a shot on the boy. But you never hear his name thrown into the mix when it comes to Lomachenko. Is that a little bit of fear, or what's going on with that? Hello?
I don't think it's fair. We're here, brother. The floor is yours.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm trying to do this is called dialoguing, because usually I call in, make a point, hang up, but this is where you dialogue before the time goes off on me, bro.
So you would like to see Tevin Farmer and Loma go at it, yeah? You think it'll be a tricky fight for Loma?
Yes, indeed, because I can't think of a fighter that he fought that actually hasn't come to him. Name me a fighter that he's fought that actually moves and has a lot of and is a quick fighter. Most of his fighters,
Gary Russell Jr.
came straight to him. Say that one more time.
Gary Russell was a quick fighter.
Yes. Russell's up the street from me. He's south of me in D.C. Good cat. I think he was surprised by Loma. He might have took him a little lightly, but I still say that he doesn't have what Tevin Farmer have. And I'm going to make this announcement. You have to quote me and play it back if they ever fight. Tank will knock out Lomachenko. He will knock him out.
We got a lot of quotes to play back on you, brother.
Yes, you do, man. And I'm not going to listen. Well, first of all, I don't run from anything, so that's obvious. But as I stated, it's actually something I want to ask you before I jump off here.
Here you go.
Right?
I'm here.
Right. You pretty much went off about a contract with no venue and no date. And you were like, how can you have a fight with that? You have no date and no venue here, but you're not calling anybody out on that. And I'm
because
jumping
that's not true.
Your favorite subject.
But that's not the truth. There isn't a date. There isn't a date announced to the public. The venue is there. Why do you think there hasn't been a mention of another location? It's only been Vegas. Have you ever heard another location?
If you have a venue and a date, why don't you have a fight set?
Yo, the hatred in your blood is thick.
No.
But it's okay.
Stop that, man.
It's okay because I like it. I like when you have to wipe the egg off your face.
And real quick, the promoters for the Wilder and Joshua fight did not agree, but the promoters for Fury and Wilder do agree. So that gives you a bigger green light to say the fight's going to happen.
Not in his eyes, but that is, the negativity brewing in his heart. We're going out to Donald in Richmond, California.
Man, what's up? Hey, that Curtis Harper shit was so funny. I was like, this dude walked out the ring. I don't believe that. I don't know what to believe if that was a statement or not. But for him to say, oh, that was a statement because his money wasn't right. I mean, how much money was they giving him? And then on top of that, how much money did he expect to get? Because Curtis Harper, he's not really nobody. I remember fucking my boy Gerald fucking knocked him out in the 5th round in like 2013. So I don't know what type of statement was that he was trying to make. And then Dogboe, I think that dude is a force to be reckoned with at 22. I like to see Regal come back and get like 2 or 3-2 in the fight. And I like to see them two dudes go at it. I think that'll be a fucking good-ass fucking fight. And then the Usyk and Bellew, I hope that Usyk and Bellew fight gets made because for some reason, Bellew is got on this high-ass fucking horse just because he beat an injured David Haye twice. And it's like, please hurry up and put Bellew in a fight with somebody so somebody can knock his ass back to reality, because just because you beat an injured David Haye twice, now you think you somebody. You're not fucking nobody, dude. Like, seriously, I hope Usyk fucking... Far as Pedraza, I mean, Pedraza is food for Lomo. If they make that fight, that's gonna be like an easy ass fight. Pedraza might as well just fucking give the fucking belt to fucking Lomo, because he's not gonna win that fucking fight. But I'd be curious to sit up there and see how good Lomo does against Pedraza. I doubt that Lomo will stop him in 7 rounds like Gervonta did, and if he does stop him, he's not gonna stop him in the fashion that Tank did. So I mean, that'll be a good measuring stick to see what Lomo can do with Pedraza. So I mean, other than that, I'm just sitting back and waiting to see this fight with Wilder and Fury.
So as far as Usyk and Bellew, according to Eddie Hearn, he directly told us, and if you go to our YouTube page, you'll see the interview where he stated announcement for that fight coming as early as this week. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout. He said that this will be Bellew's last fight, and he said other things that probably going to be interested in. So go check that interview out. Also, there was
Ness is on fire with them interviews, man. Ness is on fire with them fucking interviews for real.
Big shout out to
Ness.
Ness.
It out there, Ness. Hell yeah. Ness
Shout out to
the
Daniel
game
keeping
out there.
me on point, man. He definitely got that. He's got the questions, man. He reminds me of certain things that we need to ask.
Is fucking ahead of Ness in the interviews right now. Nobody is.
Yeah, he's come a long way since the days of.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something? Are you off?
Donald, thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for calling in. Nah, you're right, man. Now, look, it's been a long time, bro, and we've come a long way.
Did you see the comments from Deontay Wilder yesterday?
No, what, on the Boxing Voice?
Yes.
It's like he goes on this little channel. That's about all the media he can do these days on the Boxing Voice. I mean,
ironic, because all the media you've been doing is on the little YouTube channel, the Boxing Voice. But together we will grow, Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. I just can't wait to get in one of them planes that he paid for Billy Joe. Did you see the seats?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Did you see Billy Joe little Twitter Instagram post?
Right, did you see?
Yeah. When he caught him sleeping.
Eddie.
He said, I am a cunt on the paper. Yo, fucking Billy.
Eddie replied like, you bellend and that, and then he went, by the way, what is a kunk?
Yo, so we got a long-time listener. It's been a minute here for this guy.
So this is when Ned searches for the intro.
No, there's no intro for him because his consistency is trash. You only earn intros for good calls and consistency. But Slug, what it do?
Oh, shit. What's up, Ned?
What up?
What's going on, babe?
You already know. Another Sunday, another podcast.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm just listening. Hey, I'm ready to head to the UK Wednesday, man.
Oh, what? Why so early? What are you doing over there? Just to chill or work?
Nah, I'm going my job to me over there for some training, man. So, I was something was going on over there.
How long you staying out there?
Fight, for a couple of days, like a week.
Oh, damn. Damn, that sucks because, like,
I know, man.
The next week is when everything kicks off, or the next 2 weeks. Really 3 weeks.
I know, man. I was like, damn.
Really 4 weeks.
Fight schedule too, and I was like, yeah.
But fuck it, we just trying to make you feel good.
Listening in my mind.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
Slug, well, thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for calling in. Still listening, a long time listener, alumni. You already know. We going out to Dominic in Seattle. What up?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I got a quick question. This is for Rob. So when Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, will you actually start being a fan, or will you just switch back over to Anthony Joshua?
Will I be a fan? What do you mean? Of who?
Yeah, because you seem like you're a Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua fan, but if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, you'll be in the A side, I feel like. So will you be part of the Deontay Wilder fan base, or are you just still rocking with the UK base?
I'm rocking with my flag, man. I like Wilder. I do. All the stuff I've seen of Wilder on the YouTube channel and that, he seems like a cool guy. But I got to flow with my flag, man.
Absolutely. And I got a statement. I feel like Dominic Breazeale, he should either fight Dylan Whyte, but we all know Dylan Whyte wants that AJ, or Ortiz. Ortiz has nobody to fight. So that's my statement of the day. And I hope you guys have a nice day.
Dominic, thanks for calling in. We're going to Gary in Dallas.
What's going on, TBV?
What's up?
Real quick, somebody called in a couple calls ago and said that there was no date and venue set for the Wilder Fury fight. That's not really a big deal. There was no date or a venue set up when Porter versus Garcia was announced initially, and there was no date and venue for Devin Alexander and Andre Berto either, right? But as long as both guys agree to the fight and the money, the rest of those details will get set up. So I don't think that's a big deal, right? So whoever said that, I mean, that happens all the time.
That's off the back of Finkel's quote.
Troy said that. That's his go-to card. That's like his ace of spades. He's like, Uno.
Yeah, but that's because Finkel said it in the whole thing, didn't he? How can they expect us to sign for this fight with no date and venue? They agreed the money and everything, but how can we go,
Rob?
Rob, the fact that you and this guy are still with the ridiculousness is crazy.
Why he said it?
Gary, handle your fucking background noise. Listen, it's like, Rob, why? I know you want to like play this role, but at this point, right? Like, he signed to DAZN. Bro, he had never, what do you think? That they were going to hold the DAZN announcement until Wilder fucking Anthony Joshua? Or do you really think that they were going to somehow convince Wilder to fight on DAZN? Like, it was all bullshit.
And they think they were going to convince Joshua to fight on BT Sport?
What do you mean?
Warren said part of the money in the contract.
Wait a minute. Convince him how? Joshua was a free agent at that time.
No, we're going to go down rabbit holes. But Eddie told you he had an exclusive. Everyone knew he had an exclusive deal with Sky Sport.
Yeah, but the thing with Frank Warren, you seen I asked Shelly. He didn't even mention anything, did he? I asked Shelly that shit. Didn't I ask him on camera?
I can't remember whether you asked him about the Frank Warren stuff, but I think he sort of went along with, Frank had helped. But I mean, Warren in that press conference said that Shelley came to me to help make the money. It was going to be BT money and it was going to be on BT Sport. Well, as soon as he said that, everyone here was like, well, there you go. The whole 50 million offer was going to be bullshit. Joshua was never going to be fighting on BT Sport. He's exclusive to Sky. So, and that was obviously music to Eddie's ears because he reiterated that to you. But has Gary sorted his background out?
I have no clue. Gary, fix the...
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
And on this Curtis Harper thing, real quick, I can't say I blame the guy. I think he got in there and said, you know what, whatever they're paying me, it's not enough. I don't know if the guy was given short notice or whatever, but he looked at it and said, I'm sent here as an opponent. I'm going to get knocked out.
Bro, hold on. He came to the weigh-in, showed up to the weigh-in, then he drove to the arena, went to the locker room, got taped up, put the gloves on.
Here's the thing, Mike. We have to interview him. We don't know if he kept giving them time. Maybe they discussed something like, yeah, we're going to get you more money, and it never came. And he's like, yeah, all right, I'm going to fuck this all up for you. I'm going to walk in this ring and make y'all look like shit.
But how much money is he going to make from now on by doing what he did?
Probably none. Probably none.
Zero.
Malik Scott has not fought
I mean,
since
listen.
Ortiz fight.
But listen, we're thinking that way now, but they might use him because again, the internet is powerful. Now people know Curtis Harper.
Yeah, he brings views, he brings numbers.
They know him now.
Watched him.
So the whole narrative is like, is he gonna actually stick around this time? You know what I mean?
I'd pay for that to watch that. Will he stay in the ring? Will he not? After the commercial break.
Hey, and the last thing, Ness, you don't think Jamal James is that good? I mean, you think he's pretty much going?
I thought he was better.
Fighter?
I thought he was
That
better.
guy-
Listen, I thought he was better before he lost to Ulgas. That's it. Like before he lost to Ulgas, I mean, we were on him. We were on him. Nobody was on him. We were in Minnesota on this cat, man. But bro, he's taking punches. He's taking punches, bro. He's got a knockout victory over Diego Chaves. Yeah, but what has Diego Chaves done lately? Last time I checked, Diego Chaves got beat by some young prospect the other day.
But Diego Chaves is no bum. He's got a draw with Tim Bradley. Yeah. He was beating Rio.
That's a long time ago, Gary. That was a long time ago, man. He's not the same guy anymore.
I don't know. It's going to be tough for him to win a belt. It'd be tough for anyone to win a belt at 147. But I think he's close to at least earning a title shot. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not he wins, that's a different story. But like he put together 3 consecutive wins now. I think he's looked pretty good. I mean, Porter, Garcia, Pacquiao, Spence, those guys are. I don't need to be any of those guys, but he's putting his name in the conversation. You know, in the mix to at least get a title shot.
I guess. Who you talking about? You talking about James? Yeah, he's gonna get a title shot like at a Spence. You know, he's not. He's gonna be like. He's gonna get a title shot because he's gotten there, but he's not gonna win it. They're not gonna give him a vacant title shot. They're not gonna give him a vacant like Danny's getting with Porter, even though this is not really truly a vacant. Whenever it's tough like this, it could be vacant all it is, but it ain't a vacant. You know what I mean? This is a real fight you win. Let's go out to Wassam on Skype.
Yo, Nuts, what's good, Brody?
What up? What up? What you smoking on over there? Coughing and shit.
Man, we got that gas. We over here uptown in Dykeman where your Dominican homies is
Oh
at,
man, I gotta come through. I need that fire. Look, fucking Danny ain't even been to New York. What's up? What's popping tonight? Ain't no Dominican spots. We need a drink.
Man, it's lit over here, bro. You pull up, we're gonna take you to La Marina, man. We're gonna light up crazy L's, you know what I'm saying? We got all that.
Yo, first of all, the Marina is definitely out of my price range. You know, it's
not that bad.
Too many ballers whipping up over there. Dudes coming in their boats, man. We gonna come in a Honda. What's up with you?
Nah, come on.
We need a hole in the wall. Listen, we need a hole in the wall with big booty meseras that we can, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, talk to and listen to some music. That's what we're looking for. But look, that's overtime. Talk to me. I'm gonna restart this clock.
All right, baby. Listen, man. I just want to say, man, real talk. I usually float around all the new media channels. You know what I mean? Because I don't go to the old media for the bullshit. But you've been putting in work, bro. I've been fucking with you lately, my nigga. Hard body, bro. That shit with that dude that walked out the ring. What's his name, bro?
Curtis Harper.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy, my nigga. I seen that shit on Dante's Nation, and I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, like, you know, Tevin Farmer, bro, he's a beast, bro. I want to see him fight fucking Tank, man. They need to stop fucking around and unify, bro. That should be a fucking good-ass fight. Yeah, man, other than that, man, I just want to show some love, man. I see y'all was live and shit, you know what I'm saying? I need to get an intro on that. Show me some love, bro.
Keep that consistency up. Keep that consistency up.
Yo, y'all need this. Yo, man, if you talk to Tevin, man, tell him, man, stop fucking around, man. We want to see that Tank Davis fight, bro. I feel like that's the best fight right now.
Tevin wants it. We got to talk to Tank. Tevin wants it. But we did see Tank come out on Twitter talking about something like that. He said like he wants it himself.
Yeah, but my nigga, I don't know. I feel like once these dudes is crazy, it's like a little trend with these niggas now. Once they start, Tevin was barking up the tree when he wasn't a champion. You feel me? When people wasn't fucking with him. But now that
no. I just talked to him. I just talked to him twice, Thursday and Friday, bro. He wants to fight. He just waiting on them to negotiate. Listen, who's the one in talks to fight fucking Abner Mares? A dude a division or two below. Like that's not Tevin. Tevin waiting on that action.
That's a fact, bro. You ain't even lying. That's kind of suspect. I mean, I fuck with Abner Mares, but like, you know, he's moving up. Like for what, bro? You know what I'm saying? Tank should be moving up if anything, bro. It's so much. Like besides the fucking Tevin Farmer fight, he should be looking for the Mikey Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying, action up there in 135, bro. There's so much smoke up there. At least go up there and try to, you know, see somebody like a Robert Easter, even though he just took that L. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's big as fuck, I think he might give.
Well, he would never fight Easter, but you make a great point. Besides, I mean, what you got, Machado, like. You know, there's gonna be
Machado about to get starched by Yandel Evans. Mark my words. We gonna see on bet night Thursday. I'm putting money on that. Yandel Evans is a sleeper. Even though he might be chinny, he might be suspect because Fortuna dropped him early in his career on ESPN Friday Night Fights back in the day. But that was a long time ago. He learned from that shit. He from Akron, Ohio. You know they only breed champions in fucking Cleveland. And even if they one-time champions like Robert Easter, who still defended a couple times. My bad. I'm sorry. Go.
Nah, shout out to the motherfucking Midwest, bro. You speaking facts, man. They breed some real ones out there, bro.
Well, Simon, thanks for calling in, brother. We're gonna go out to Antonio in Albany.
Yo, what's going on, man? So shout out to the Boxing Voice, man. Shout out to Big Ness too, man, for doing your thing over there in the UK.
Thank you, brother.
Can you hear
Thank
me?
you. Loud and clear.
Oh, no problem, man. Yo, so just real quick, man. It was a light weekend of fights. Yo, I feel bad, man. Yo, me being Puerto Rican, man. I want fucking Pedraza to fucking keep going, keep fucking defending that belt. But if they did us put in with Lomachenko next, he's gonna lose that belt right away, and that's not fair, bro. I mean, I think he should at least defend that belt one time before they put it in with Lomachenko, and then that's it, man.
I think they already agreed. The winners already agreed. Like the contract stated that the winner agreed to fight Loma next. So there's a lot of money on the table. Whenever you agree in advance, there's money on the table. So at least he's gonna lose for a payday. You know what I'm saying? Go back to Puerto Rico and live like a rock star.
Yo, but it's so sad, man. Like that ass. I've been waiting for that fucking Puerto Rican boxer to come through for us after Cotto.
Yo, you gotta start. You gotta start repping that Danny Garcia flag, dog. Don't stop grinding. He in the biggest fight of his career. Yo, dog. He in the biggest fight of his career. He Puerto Rican, and you over here talking about Pedraza. You see what I'm saying? Is that Puerto Ricans don't want to show no love.
No, I still support Danny Garcia, man. I just support him as an American fighter, to be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, Danny Garcia's gonna win that fight. You know, they're gonna fight. Hopefully, Keith Thurman in the rematch. But he's gonna lose, man. He ain't gonna be in the top 5 sooner or later, man. He's just gonna drop off, man. He already got the money. He already got the fame, and he's just gonna lose his stardom. Sooner or later, man. It's gonna be Spence. It's gonna be Crawford, and the rest is history. But man, I mean, good fight this weekend, and before I go, man, I seen that fucking scene. I don't know who the fuck was it. That dude left the ring. As soon as the bell rung, this dude ran out. That shit was hilarious, man. I mean, I gotta go back and listen to the show, but that shit was hilarious, dude. Like, I never seen nothing like that in my life in the sport of boxing, man. Never.
Hey, real what's going? What do you think about FA?
No. The real question is, did you get on social media and all of a sudden follow FA, whose last name isn't even FA?
Hell no. Hell no. No, hell no, bro. No, but not. Off of that real quick, Tyson Fury, man. That fight's gonna happen, man. I don't know what this whole, rumor shit is about and all that nonsense, but Tyson Fury is gonna fight Wilder, man. It's gonna happen. And I got Wilder in that fight, though. He's gonna knock out Tyson Fury. Fuck, maybe in the first 4 rounds, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's easy money. But I'm out though. Great show though.
Thanks for calling in, bro. We're going out to Ohio. Runs boxing. Talk to me.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
You guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up, y'all? Evans is fighting this week.
No, Evans is gonna be fighting Machado, right? On the which is it, Chicago or Boston? Oh, he's on Jacobs on the card.
Oh, is okay? Because I didn't know that. I know is Barry Hunter still in his corner? I know Barry Hunter was in his corner.
He was in the last fight, man. I'm hoping, bro, because this is his shot right here, man. And he came back the hard way.
I love Barry. Yes, I love Barry Hunter in his corner, man. Barry do good with a lot of Ohio fighters, man.
I don't know about all that. You
like
know what I'm
Evans,
saying?
man.
Barry is a good coach, but like he ain't really, yeah, but who, like, he ain't really take nobody on some, you know, like he ain't keep a champion, man. Rashid Warren lost it quick.
Well, that's
Peterson
true.
lost it quick.
That's true. That's you can see Warren for a little bit too.
Yeah, that's what I said. Rashid
you
lost
can
it
see Warren.
quick. He lost it right away to Bayano.
Yeah, he did. I was at that fight. Curtis Harper?
Yeah,
man, he took away the talk of the night when my boy Jamonte Clark fell out the ring. He took that all away because I was like, whoo, Jamonte fell out. I thought everybody would be talking about that one, but no, man, him leaving the ring like that was unexpected. His rumor has it he just walked out on his kids and his baby mama. So, you know, he's known for doing that.
Dance.
Oh shit!
That's wrong.
He brought the kids and family in it. Come on, man.
Yeah, yo. This show is wrong.
Where's the Mortal Kombat soundbite?
Ain't nothing new. The question I want to ask y'all. Do y'all think the heavyweight? Do you think that he can a lot of extension on this? Does he use this as momentum?
What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think? Did you go and look up his highlights, or did you follow him on social media after you seen a guy walk out the ring? He's like, who the fuck was he fighting to make him walk?
I sure did.
1 for 2. Oh shit! I'm getting good at it.
You went and followed him on Instagram?
I know I did. No, I haven't followed him on Instagram.
There you go. Take that one back.
But hold on, he said he went and watched his highlights. Same thing. I mean, he know about him now. He know about him. Okay.
9,000 people went and followed the dude after that.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready.
Yes.
Yo.
Another quick question before I get off. Logan Paul and that fight, man. It was a stacked arena.
What? That shit was packed.
Did y'all see that?
I paid for it.
Rob was there live.
Rob was there live, man.
Ringside.
Rob should have been interviewing, man. We'd have blew up.
Man, I wonder what their numbers gonna be, man.
What they numbers gonna be? You ain't checked the internet? They still doing numbers. They numbers ain't stopping. Them dudes they ripping shit, man. Them dudes is killing shit out there, man. They real. That's right. They making millions of dollars. Listen, let's get out to some of these super chats. We have ignored the super chat. We definitely got to Paulie B starting it off with we're gonna get this started right? So then we got to go to I told y'all this is the wave. Eddie is bluffing. He knows the numbers don't lie, but he does. Ness versus Coogan on DAZN 2019. Paulie B back with another one. He said Ness needs to be a promoter. He can see past the bullshit. More kids are going to want to see Wilder versus AJ. Now, Bugsy's trash. Trash is true. Andre Diakonu says PBC top-ranking Golden Boy can learn from last night's pay-per-view in the afternoon. Did historical numbers. Fury versus Wilder will struggle to break 500,000. Damn. Andre Diakonu again says tips for the brother from Vegas for speaking the truth. And Paulie B back saying, yes, Chicago dudes spitting them facts. So there you go. We got to get to Santiago in California. What's going on, my friend?
Not much, guys. Just here driving on the freeway on a Sunday and listening to the Boxing Voice. So let's get to it.
Are you hold on? Before you start, are you using hands-free calling? Because we don't want to be responsible for anybody's death. Hands-free calling only.
I got my headphones connected to my phone, so you guys are good if I die.
No, we're not good if you die, Santiago. I met you. You're like, cool. I don't want you to die, so drive safely. But go ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, nah, man. I was one of many that counted out Pedraza just because he was moving up in weight and he didn't look good in his last fights. Plus, you have to wonder how much of the Tank Davis fight they took out of him because that was a pretty good fight, you know. And I gotta say, you know, the switch in style, his better sense of the uppercut and the jab, he looked really impressive. And you know, kudos to him becoming a 2-division world champion. It's a shame that at 135, the only other guys there are Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko. So you know that he's pretty much just right for the picking at that point with that belt. So we'll see what happens from there, considering. And Curtis Harper, man, you know, Fern didn't think too much of it. Remind Fern that the guy that walked out is the same guy that took on Gerald Washington and Chris Arreola. So it's just kind of like you. And then not only that, too, I saw that guy's last fight when he basically knocked the fuck out of his opponent. He looked like he killed that man. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Nigerian has to offer the heavyweight division, because, you know, I'm excited. And, you know, the PBC card was what it was. I wasn't too excited by it compared to the Top Rank card. I will say this much, though. I was a little surprised to see that they opened the card up with the Dogboe title defense instead of Michaela Mayer. I like that they're showing their confidence in her and that she has the potential to be the first lady of Top Rank, but there's nothing wrong with her having been the opener, you know, especially as her TV debut on ESPN, no less. And Dogboe, you know, I think this guy's gonna pick up where Guillermo Rigondeaux left off when he moved up from 122 to 130 to take on Lomachenko. Plus, it's got the exciting style. Just imagine what happens if they were to put him up with a good like a Ray Vargas. That would be a fun fight to go to. And I'll finish it off with KSI versus Logan Paul. You know, I was impressed with the technique that Logan Paul had in the first 2 rounds. Obviously, he didn't have the cardio that none of us had for Border Wars, but a lot of these guys are basically people we would have expected to see in Border Wars. So we'll see what's up. You know, maybe after Border Wars 3, I get the winner of KSI versus Logan Paul 2.
Santiago, thanks for calling in. And you're right, bro. Those guys did not have better stamina than no one in Border Wars. I don't think anyone in Border Wars clinched as much as KSI. Maybe I did, but that was because I was fighting for dear life. KSI was not fucking fighting for, excuse me, Logan Paul. Logan Paul was not fighting for dear life.
Hey, Ness, before we get to the next call, I'm multitasking, watching the Canelo Triple G media workout. We're waiting on Canelo to come out, but Oscar De La Hoya just got done with an interview. The question was, what does Canelo need to do to win this upcoming fight? He said that Canelo needs to knock out Golovkin, which I don't think he has to knock him out.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think he has to knock him out, but I get it. It's better if you knock him out to just bury that perception of cheater that was out there. But let's go out to Australia. It's about, what time we got here? It's almost 9, which should make it about 11, almost 11 over there, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No one can stop me, really.
Oh, there's a king croc right there. This croc has enough power in its jaws to whip my head right off. In the 6th round, in the 7th round.
You gotta be the legend to become a legend.
Honestly, these are unbeatable.
You gotta be the legend to become a legend.
Alex?
No, keeping up before your work.
Start that over, Alex. My bad.
Oh, you're right. I was saying it's been a minute, boys, since I've called in, but it's good to see some new faces on there. Look, the only topic I'm particularly interested in, because it really affects my life at the moment, is the Tyson Fury topic, purely because I plan on flying out to the States for that one if the fight's actually going on. So Ness, if you have any inside information, save your boy a few $1,000 if it's not going to happen. But and is there going to be an appreciation night for that one if it happens?
That's the plan. Plan is to get an appreciation night and a border wars. Is what the execs at TBV are planning. The Robs and the Jose's of the world.
Good on you. Well, yeah, I'm hoping. Honestly, I think one of your hosts said it the other night. You can't be talking all that big boy smack about Joshua not taking the fight and then actually backing out. But you know, I've never seen such a high-profile fight in my life being talked about so much because it might not happen constantly. Eddie Hearn, Tyson Fury's management team, blah, blah, blah. We just want to fight. Let's make it happen, boys. Thanks for all your work. Anyone that I've met before, want to meet, hit me up. I'll be flying to America this November or December if it's on. So thanks for all your work, boys, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Alex, can't wait for that, man. Now I really need them to make that because I think that is the right fight to get an appreciation night. It would be definitely fitting as the Wilder voice.
Yes!
Let me get out the Stunner in Jersey. What up?
Yo, what's good, TBB?
What's good?
All right, let's talk about it, man. Now, how surprised was I that Curtis Harper walked out of that ring? I wasn't in the least bit surprised. Wanna know why?
Why?
This motherfucker look just like Deontay Wilder. Why the fuck would you fight a Deontay Wilder clone for like 10, 20,000? That shit don't make no goddamn sense. And I don't know if y'all noticed or talked about it, but y'all seen who Ajaba's trainer is, right? His trainer is Ronnie Shields. If y'all remember, Ronnie Shields was Arthur Spilker's trainer. And, you know, y'all remember what Wilder did to Spilker. So, obviously, Ronnie Shields went back to the drawing board. That nigga said, shit, to beat a Wilder, I got to get a motherfucking Wilder clone. Shit. So, honestly, man, I don't like, you know, looking at the rankings because, you know, different sanctioning bodies, this payment score. I don't really look at it. As far as I'm concerned, the two best heavyweights is Wilder and F.A. Ajaba, man. Because them boys is playing with one-shot power. These other dudes ain't doing that. Right? All these other dudes is trying to box and dance around the ring. These niggas is just touching you and leaving with a check. You know what I mean?
Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out FA's power real soon. Ness and I are planning a trip down there. Ness is planning to spar at FA, and that's when we will find out the real power that FA carries.
I'm gonna see what he got, man. Y'all talking all this stuff.
I'll hook you up with Dubois as well, Ness.
Yes. Yo, Ness, you need to talk to Deontay because FA and Deontay are actually I don't know if they sparred already or if they're about to, but they're definitely about to be in camp together. So you need to
How you know that? How you know that? Because I know somebody already gonna be in camp. I got a text today. Somebody gonna be in camp. I even know the day he's coming, so I know when camp's starting.
Look, if you look on IG, Brian Jennings was just in camp with him like a week or two ago, and he was saying something about that boy power.
With FA, you talking about?
So, yeah,
a Jabe or a Jaguar.
Yeah, and actually, and the thing about the Wilder camp, it's in an interview on YouTube. There's a link where he's having an interview with like somebody from his native country, and like towards the end of the interview, I think he mentions about he's about to spar Wilder. So I don't know if they already did, or, you know, whatever the case is. But I mean, like I said, I already seen enough. Like I already know what's gonna happen with Wilder Fury. I already know what's gonna happen with Wilder AJ. I ain't worried about no Whyte. I need to see that Wilder Ajaba. That's what I need to see. Now, whether
you follow him on his Instagram?
Hey. Yeah, I follow Mad Boxing. You know, I'm a boxing head. But
He's like 6-0. That's like quite a few on Wilder's record, right?
So we did it. We did it. We did
Hey,
it.
did anyone catch that Contender show though? Just curious.
What? No, that's on Epics. I don't got Epics, bro.
What's Epics?
Whack channel.
You gotta pay for it, Ness.
Nah, we don't got it on there. I can't get it on this cable. Man, you see my kid. This guy ain't even, he's been here for a few days. He don't even go out the house. I've left him here alone. All he's doing is watching TV. That's how many channels I got.
He don't even want to take me to New York.
New
He said
York.
he said we going to the strip club tonight. I bet you that don't happen.
I did not say that. I ain't got no strip club money. You treat and I'm going. There we go. He turned that mic off. He turned that mic off. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Let's see what FA brings to the table, man. See if the Boxing Voice don't go out there and do what we did for Erickson Lubin and cover the young guy early in his career. Since all you guys are all happy about him, all you mics out there.
Hopefully, FA don't go down the same route there.
Which route is that?
Yeah, don't jump up too fast.
Oh shit! Info Joe on the line.
Ain't no show without Info Joe.
He ain't lying about that. There ain't no show without the
Hey,
Joe.
man.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Yo, rapid fire. Hey, the dude, Curtis Harper, man, he shouldn't have never signed the contract, man. I respect all fighters, man, to get in that ring, but that was some bum-ass, faulty-ass shit that he did. Hey, I only lie to bras and police, man. I picked Pedraza, man, but I wasn't able to call in Thursday. Shout out to Pedraza. Yo, as far as Jamal Ness, he took the you guys fight, I think, on 2 weeks' notice. I do think it's time for him to step up to see how good he really is. I would say Josito Lopez, Victor Ortiz, Devin, or Alberto. He needs to fight ex-champion just for us to see where he's really at. As far as KSI and Logan, Ness, Border Wars was way more entertaining than them dudes, man. You got 80,000 subscribers. Imagine if you charge $5 for Border Wars. They got way better backstory. You can sell it, man. Put that under your hat, man, and think about it, bro.
Yo, we need to build that subscriber base, man. Logan Paul and KSI have a built-in fan base. You know that we're talking about upwards of 50 million people combined. So, you know, but it was good to see our concept, you know, flourish with the right money behind it. Like it was like, wow.
That was the dream.
That's the dream. They brought our dream to life. You know what I mean? And it's like you said, we got better backstories. Like, look, we don't have a Digi. I mean, we do have a Digi. Well, we no longer have a Digi, but I mean, our guys could at least fight. You know, even our Digi looked good losing. Like, Digi was a bum, man. You know what I mean? There was a lot of bums on that card. The Pauls or the Logans, they were the best. You know, technically, they looked the best.
Yeah. There was apparently, I got the whole story from my boy. Like Deji was just supposed to lose, and apparently, like when he took the fight, the narrative was like a lot of his friends turned their back on it. And they're like, "You're gonna fucking lose," and they didn't want to be associated. But you know, he hung in there for a while. You know, mixed it up. But yeah, he
do nothing but get beat up.
Yeah, but Jake Paul was the one with the claret all across his face.
He kept his hands up, looking whack. That's all he was doing.
Jake Paul looked whack with his nose busted across his face as well.
Jake Paul, I mean, look, you could get your nose busted. It's boxing, you're supposed to get hit, but he did way better.
Yeah. Look, I ain't really defending either any of it, really. I'm just saying.
Well, let's get out to Scorsese then on the check-in. Scorsese, talk to me.
You can hear me?
Once you turn yourself up.
Yeah, I had to turn the playback off, but I saw that the celebrity joint.
We can't hear you, bro. Turn up. Let's go.
Yeah, you can hear me? You can hear me?
Maybe you're talking to the mic. How about that?
I'm talking dead into it.
Get your man voice on.
Let me turn it up. All right. Properties, levels. All right, you can hear me now?
Yeah, we got.
No need to shout.
All right, look here. The celebrity bout, it ain't nothing you're gonna go back and rewatch, but it was definitely fun in the moment to see them like struggling to whoop each other, and you know, KSI showing a little heart because he couldn't outbox him like he was able to outbox the first shorter dude he fought. But I thought it was a draw. But I'm talking about some real boxing now. Pedraza, man, yo, I give him some credit for going in there and knocking old boy down, at least with that uppercut. That was a beautiful fucking punch. That was like the Charlo versus J-Rock type shit he pulled off, or that Victor Ortiz versus Berto in the second fight. I think he got a good little chance to give Lomachenko about 6 or 7 good rounds until the pace start kicking in on him and that up jab start fucking him up. But you know, he's from Puerto Rico, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like he's what, only champion over here right now, ain't he?
Over here, like you in fucking Puerto Rico. Get your
What?
ass out of there.
Yeah, he the only champion in the whole of boxing from Puerto Rico right now. So they gonna probably do.
That's not true. You got Machado.
Oh, you're right. Good looking. I like Machado too.
He about to lose to Evans.
He's solid. To who? He gonna lose to who?
Yandel Evans.
Man, Yandel
Rashad Evans.
Man, please, man.
Not Rashad.
I don't know no Evans, but I don't think he can beat
Why?
him.
Because you don't know nobody.
He 130 pound solid dude, bro. That dude,
Bruh, he about to get jacked up, man. Evans from the home of LeBron, man.
We gonna watch and see.
No, you gonna see.
But I do, man. I do think Pedraza. I know Tank gave him the problems with the power. Lomachenko ain't got the real power at 35, but he got that work rate, and you got to be able to control the pace and the space with him. That jab of old boy, man, he was putting it in the body, and he stopped doing it after the 3rd round. He should have kept that shit up. But you know, Beltran was bringing that heat on him. That was a pretty good little fight. And what Dogboe? Oh my God, that boy right there. Give me more of that. Give me more of that top rank. That's my call though.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Scorsese. Let's get out to the super chat. Eric Cruz says, join Patreon for exclusive content. Eddie, I'm ready. Get me the and we got Jeffrey Rodriguez, Dimelo, Abe, Ness. Why them AJ fans soft? Yeah, they like it like that, I guess. I don't know.
We are Spartans!
Oh shit, sticking up for the AJ fans. He is. We got Canada on a check-in.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rose, getting money like Jose. Chain code, Norway. Shorty wants that foreplay. I'm like, no way. Gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it. OJ.
It's been a long time, man. How you guys doing? You know what? Info Joe just inspired me, man. You know what? He's right. You know, Ness, how much money did that KSI match even make? Do you guys have any idea?
There's a lot of stuff out there in the tabloids and stuff, but I mean, I'm going by a legendary boxer right now. He's saying that the truth is 800,000. I mean, 800,000 pay-per-view buys at what was it, $10 a pop?
Yeah,
and then
that's like $8 million from there. They probably made endorsements. This that. Like even if you put that fight at like $20 million, let's just say that's how much money they generated. $20 million. And what TBV has like 600 times less than that. But just do 20 million divided by 600, and that's how much money you can make, Ness. Come on, man. Build this shit up.
Yeah,
all
right.
Those bums out there that want to challenge the WBC champion, man. Here I am. Come on, let's make this shit big, man.
Border Wars, bro.
There, man. The template's there. Template's there. The blueprint's there, guys. Like, you guys should do that, man. Like, why the hell not, right? Info Joe is right.
The blueprint's there to be able to knock you out.
See people that they like, that they listen to, like, you know, people like these, and this might open up boxing altogether. What if this eliminates promoters and everything else, and these guys just do the fights independently, right? There's a lot of money to be made, so who knows? To be honest, I don't even know who the hell those two guys are or who they were. I just heard about the story, and the first thing.
So
I heard
your
about
kids,
when we went out with
your
guys,
kids were not interested in watching it. You didn't hear anything from your kids.
No, man, I didn't hear anything. But I'll tell you one thing. I did hear people at what's it called, after soccer today. They were saying, "Isn't that what you bums did with your borderline shit?" And it's like, yeah, it's true, man. You know, it's the exact same thing. It was just, you know, it's just built up hype, and that's all it is, right? So I mean, you know, it's on you. It's on you and your boys to build that up and make it happen, right? So
Who are you calling out today, Jose?
as per Beltran, man, I think that's another like a marketing story, man. ESPN and Mark Kriegel, whoever that guy is, they built up Ray Beltran and this beautiful story about the Mexican immigrant who gave it all and did everything. And at the end of the day, Beltran may have a beautiful story, but he's a beautiful bum, useless.
He got beat by like a C grade fighter, man. You saw Pedraza got fucking starched, man, by what's his name? By Tank. So I mean,
he out here going hard on Beltran.
you know what? Ultimately, are just hype jobs, and they're nothing.
He was
I'm
just the champ.
Like another hype job champion. Hype job champion bum is Eric Cruz. That's all I got, guys.
Oh, you wanted to leave it on that note.
Taking shots on the way out.
People want to check out the last Border Wars. It's on Patreon. Go and check it out. See what happened to Jose last time. Watch him talking with bums.
Watch him flap around the floor like a.
Yeah, it takes
Let's go to legendary boxer. Talk to me.
What's going on, guys? They had like 800K pay-per-view buys on YouTube, and also they had a website for the countries that it wasn't available in. So they probably sold like 2-3 million pay-per-views. So they made 20-30 million easy, 10-15 each. And KSI kept the whole gate for the UK fight, 2.23 million. And Logan's going to do the same for the USA fight. He'll keep the gate for the US fight. So damn, dude. Eddie and them are going to be chomping at the bit to sign these guys, but they don't need Eddie. I mean, these guys are promoting themselves better than Eddie fucking Star besides AJ. These guys are bigger than all Eddie Stars. Nobody can sell like them.
And you got to realize part of the 150 million euros was also sponsorship too.
A couple of sponsorships in the ring, like 2 or 3 names. It wasn't 150 million. Trust me.
No, why y'all hating? Google it. Google it. The articles are out there.
Yeah, I googled it. It's from the Sun and the Mirror. Those are like fucking grocery store tabloids. Those aren't like.
Yeah, because you live in the UK, right?
No, yeah, I've been to UK many times.
So you buy the tabloids in the UK, right? Fuck out of here, Rob. Your sound bites are like on 1,000 volume.
That's the same tabloid that did the Wilder Fury, started the Wilder Fury rumor and shit too.
Yeah. Really, ESPN is a tabloid now.
Yeah, really. When Eddie wants to start a story, it comes from the Sun always.
Yeah, so that's where Rayfield got it. That's where Rayfield's the Sun. He works for the Sun now. Is ESPN the Sun? Is that another name for the Sun? Is ESPN another name for the Sun?
Where else do you think that Hippo got it?
He got it from you, obviously, because you make up more shit than you wipe.
He made that shit.
Coming out blazing. This. What's up, man? You feeling some kind of way?
Nah, this dude, he's always with the bullshit, bro. He's such a hater, man.
What bullshit? You're on Eddie's payroll, so now you're calling me bullshit. Come on, man. Don't be.
Are you on the take, Ness? I ain't know you.
All you do is hate, bro. All you do. No. Why you not calling in? Why you not calling in cursing out Al Heyman for not paying Curtis Harper? Meanwhile, you want to say that Eddie always signing bullshit fighters.
Why would they pay him? He's like a fucking 13-6 guy. What the hell? He deserves 500 a fight. Why would they pay him? What are you talking about?
So you want him to get 500 a fight? That's exactly why he did what he did on national TV and fucked it up for Al.
That's what they all.
You know what that is? That's bad programming. That's bad programming.
He made that guy more famous.
He ain't make TV famous, motherfucker. It ain't look good for Al.
Tell him legendary. Everybody knew him now, right? He made him more famous.
I guarantee you the African fighter will get a better spot on the undercard next fight. He'll be on a better spot. Watch.
He's Nigerian, and we not talking about him. We talking about the fact that for Al Heyman, it was a bad program. It was bad programming.
Not really. It was a good storyline.
Oh, yeah, good storyline. Yeah. Here you are sucking Al off. You sucking Al off. Good storyline. Let me
How does it taste? Wasted his whole call. Jesus.
They get. You're freaking.
Y'all know he got boomerang status, right? So he
got no fucking boomerang. He got none. Oh, he can't find who the fuck. Listen, we barely got boomerangs. How is he one? He lying.
I remember the episode, man. Some guy called in and said,
too, but what you got to understand is people credit cards.
Oh yeah,
they don't owe it. They're not boomerangs forever.
I straightened that boomerang out. It's just a stick. It ain't coming back. Fuck that.
Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
You will be cheese, you got your block on fire, remain in the cheese. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your business. You know we crying, it is something you
Whoa. What's good, people?
What up?
Look here. We done found out some interesting shit today, you know what I'm saying? Dan Redfield, Dan Raphael, I meant to say, correction, putting out false shit, you know what I'm saying? We done heard from Wilder, and we done heard from Fury, and so I guess we don't give a fuck what the fighter talking about, right? They don't know shit. Dan Raphael saying some shit. He ain't really putting his stamp on it. He just throwing some shit out there, and he covering himself at the same time. So, far as I said, the fight's still on. Now, the Pedraza fight and Beltran ain't nothing but a goddamn sparring partner, man. I'm tired of seeing fights with this cat, and he's dabbing the dude off every time around there. You know what I'm saying? This dude ain't nothing but a glorified ass sparring partner. ESPN tried to pull the wool over our goddamn eyes, and they got exposed. Pedraza, now don't get me wrong, but I think if Pedraza can fight, he's just not active enough. He's not gonna do a goddamn thing with Lomachenko with that low ass punch output. You're not gonna beat Lomachenko with no one goddamn jab every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He's too active, man. That's dead. So Lomachenko got that goddamn belt. Mikey got to see if he gonna fight Spence or he gonna fight Lomachenko. That's what's about to happen. Because I don't know what Bob Arum trying to do with that damn fight, man. Ain't nobody asked for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the Wilder fight still on. And the next fight, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Hopefully Danny wins, cause Sean Porter talking about retiring and shit. Signing with the Zone. You did. So hopefully Danny Garcia win, bro, and we get us a unification fight by the end of the year. By the end of 2019 or something like that. That's my call, man. Y'all be easy.
NO, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. We going out to B. Paulie in Michigan.
What up, though?
What up?
Super Chat King.
What up, man? Chilling. Hey, listen, man. What's up, the whole TBV panel? Shout out to the new homie, Chicago homie, man. What up, though?
Appreciate it.
Hey, I told y'all that KSI, chilling, man. That KSI Logan Paul shit was jumping, boy. I'm telling you, man. Them numbers still going, man. The numbers are still going. But Pete, some of these callers be pissing me the fuck off, man. They made me want to go ahead and lace up for Border Wars and get one of their little soft ass on the mat. Listen, man. I'm there for Border Wars. If y'all pull that off and a fight night appreciation joint, I'm there, bro. Now, were they talking about December or November?
November.
November? Ooh, wait. Hell yeah, I can make it out there, man. That'll be a good look. So, yeah, that'd be a real good look, man. That'd be a real good look. But that's all, man. I just caught the top of those, see what's good, man. See what them, what that date looking like. I might have to lace up. How do I sign up for Border Wars, man? 'Cause I might have to lay one of these niggas out, man.
Once we go official, it'll be a live page on the YouTube, on the ThaBoxingvoice.com. It'll be a banner as always, and it'll direct you to a sign-in sheet and stuff like that, a form actually. So
now, be calling, man. Don't talk that big boy shit now. Come to Border Wars and, you know what I'm saying, get dealt with now. I want the Super Chat King to be like, oh shit, he got knocked out.
Word. So, final thoughts, gentlemen.
Final thoughts on the KSI and Logan Paul. Very innovative. I think they did a great thing for the millennials to get them more involved with boxing. So maybe that will translate to more casual viewers when big boxing comes around, and maybe even when small events come around. Issac Dogboe looked like a nice up-and-coming, real good champion. So I'm excited to see where his career goes. Beltran, man, you let me down. I got to get my crow. You didn't pass it around, so I guess we'll wait for that. And also, FA, looking forward to see what you do, and hopefully you give Ness a great interview. And you can follow me on my social media at Grouse2312 on Twitter or Grouse1911 on IG.
Yeah. Yo, my final thoughts. Just want to get on Dogboe just as a prime example of fighters. He's fought in Switzerland and Northern Ireland, USA, Ghana, New Zealand. He took the title from the reigning champion, and he's been stopping guys for the first time in their career. He calls out the other champions, Vargas and Roman. And he fought 3 times in less than 8 months. So just a prime example of this is why certain people like fighters like him, because they're active. They win, they want more, they challenge themselves. So hopefully Top Rank can move him in a way we can see this and doesn't get into any type of politics. Curtis Harper, I doubt I'll ever see you again. FA, I'll see you again. And the KSI Logan Paul, it's just the imagination of what the internet can do. So I know you guys don't like it as a real boxing match, but understand that this is the way of the future. Millennials are going to take over this sport eventually one day, and it has to cater to them if you want boxing to prosper and, you know, do better. And also remember, if you bought this KSI Logan Paul for $10, the zone's $10. I'll let that debate go out there for you guys, but just remember that's the same exact price. But yeah, you can follow me at Fight IQ Media, Twitter, and Instagram. That's it.
Yeah, it could be the same price, but none of those DAZN fighters are gonna do these numbers. And that's what I want you guys to understand. None of this DAZN fighters are gonna do these numbers. Show me the AJ 24-hour next day fucking instant 4 million view interview. Unseen, unheard of.
He's gonna show the numbers, right?
Who?
So we'll see. Eddie said he was gonna show the numbers, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Right, this goes.
That's a lot.
YouTuber numbers do better than, you know, boxing fans numbers. You know, they're people, these YouTube fans, they want to see what their guys are saying. They want to know. They want to see every video. And I just think AJ needs to step it up and do a diss track this time, because all these diss tracks seem to do great numbers from these guys. So, but yeah, I was there. It was take it for what it was. I wasn't going there thinking I'm going to see some super slick Loma impersonators, great, you know, boxing skills. So with an open mind, I went and I had a great time. It was real entertaining. The entrances, the outfits, the whole thing. And 21,000 people were having a great time. So shout out to them. Big money made. Yeah, Dogboe looks official. Can't wait to see him back in the ring. And yeah, follow me, UK Rob TBV, Instagram and Twitter. Danny boy.
Well, another great show. Great to be here. I just want to reiterate that KSI Logan Paul pretty much set the fucking blueprint. No Jay-Z, but set the blueprint on what these promoters and these networks need to be doing. I understand that their pockets are deeper, but at the end of the day, proper promotion and being in the 21st century, meaning streaming, HBO, which they don't do, and pretty much putting everything out there, fight week, everything, that's going to bring more fans into the sport. So I think that they did a great job with that. And another thing, I said, bet your house on Beltran. Don't never bet your house on nobody. So.
Damn, what he meant to say was don't ever take my advice. But nah, man, we're gonna get it together, man. We're gonna get it together. We gotta start getting a kitty together. I'm telling you, once we get these bets and we turn that into something, people are gonna be like, whoa, because we can do it. Collectively, there's 5 of us here. Like, how could we not pick the right pick? You know, at least for betting purposes.
Not with the heart, my usual picks.
Yeah, all you do is pick with your heart.
Can I veto all your pick of Usyk? Because we'll make more money with value.
Yo, Bailey, you're gonna be crying.
What's the odds for that fight, Rob?
Value something like 4 to 1.
Man, I might fucking around bet on Bellew.
There you go.
It's probably gonna get wider as the fight comes near too.
But yeah, I want to veto everyone's Usyk pick, and we're gonna put TBV's money on Bellew.
Bellew comes through with the win.
So Wilder definitely confirmed that he hasn't heard Fury being in Alabama with a couple of exclamation points.
I can't believe that,
you, man.
He said, who said that? So shit.
He
Rob said it.
Hi, this is Michael Buff. You go look at his Instagram post. Location: Birmingham, Alabama.
I just told him. I told him. He said laughing out loud.
I was like, shit, is there an announcement coming? They're going to do it from
trolling.
Yeah. But, you know, fair play. We're going to have to see. Notice a couple of callers ago, you know, if this fight happens, I'm going to come out there. If this fight happens.
Yeah, no, it's going to be big, bro. It's going to be big. It's good. It's
Yo, do me.
This is all
thoughts.
Final thoughts for me. I mean, what can I say, man? KSI and Logan Paul, they use their, you know, their massive social media following to capitalize through our sport in boxing, which to me was a positive thing because it brings more attention to our sports, garners a new age bracket, because these are the type of YouTubers that touch on different age brackets. And, you know, the majority of the people on their phones and iPads are the younger crowd, man. So, you know, kudos to them for, you know, geniusly putting this together, making a lot of shit ton of money. I mean, it's amazing what social media can do for, you know, for people, average Joes and everybody alike. So many people come up on this, and if you know how to use it, you know, you could do big things like these guys. And again, it garners more attention to our sport, so that's why I found it positive.
Uh-oh, he got his green belt out.
Who's the green belt? Oh shit.
We're
gonna raffle that. What's gonna happen with that? That's an official one, man. I mean, we got fighters that pay 6 figures for that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
is that real leather?
Yeah,
that's that Mexico leather, bro.
Oh, this Cleto Reyes leather, dog. This ain't just real leather. This Cleto Reyes leather, baby.
It might be an auction right there.
An auction now. Come on.
Nah, not now. This is gonna be for Patreon. I gotta get around to the fucking page, man. I gotta update it. I'm gonna eliminate some tiers, update the page, and then every month we'll be doing a raffle. You know.
And speaking of Patreon, you can catch us on Untitled tomorrow at 7
p.m. Eastern, unless I'm in another state, getting you even hotter interviews. Because I'm on it. I'm on it like that. That's how I'm working. Like I just confirmed right now. See, now I know when camp officially starts. You know what I'm saying? I just confirmed that I could come to camp again, even though it was really, you know, I guess it was just me being nice. I know I could come, but you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see him say yeah anyway. You know what I mean? So
when are you going to see Mikey?
Day 4 of camp.
Mikey, yo, we running out of time. Like September, we book. Mikey would have to be now. Mikey would have to be like now. When you leave?
September. I get back September 9th at night.
That's
5 weeks. Yeah, that's 5 weeks.
And you're in DC. You're scheduled for DC when?
This week or next week.
If you're in DC, man, please go see Jared Hurd.
Yeah, we gonna do all that, dog. We working, man. We working. You know it. But anyway, we gotta hang up to work. We gotta let y'all go. You know, it's no more love. See you later, alligator. At the Wild Crocodile. Check out the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're working on that 84, right? We're going for 84 this time, Rob? Yes, we are. 84. Going for that 84K. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click that notification bell so you get those notifications whenever we drop new shows, whenever we go live, and especially whenever we drop this fight. Them interviews, they coming. If we don't go out of state, we're going to go at least to New York State tomorrow and see Adam Wanaki. You know he's fighting Charles Martin, so we're going to get some time with him. And we got a couple of other things lined up, so stay tuned. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Peace.
Peace.